I'm not doing this because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fargan ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the digs in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
Real pretty.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
The Basement Benchwarmers Podcast back after 2 weeks on hiatus. That's what they call it. Well, you know why? The writer's strike affected us.
We have writers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get the report every week?
No, I don't respond to those
things.
No. But the writer's strike's over, so we're back.
Hey.
So it's not just the Golden Bachelor, it's us two now. We're back. So let's start out. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. NFL, 2 weeks we missed on. MLB, the playoffs are heating up. We're into our divisional rounds.
Are they really heating up, though?
How about those Phillies?
The Phillies are at 4-0 right now.
Right.
Yikes. 5-game series. Anyway, and the NBA, big things happen in Milwaukee. Also some other things in the league.
Really?
Yeah.
Something happened?
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
That's a teaser in
All
the
right.
business. That's a teaser. Anyway, let's start how we started every week with Eric. And how was your past few weeks, Eric?
Past few weeks, oh geez, that's a lot to remember. I can remember the last couple days. Is there an issue? Oh, okay.
Better.
Usually is. But the last couple days I spent in Sand Valley golf resort with my son Logan. It's an unbelievable experience. It was actually the third time we've gone up there. It's slowly becoming like one of the top 5, not just in the United States, but international golf destinations right here in Wisconsin. So it's just an amazing place. I wish I could really truly describe what it's like there, but it is like a golfer's heaven. It's just amazing. And it's a great place to be. And the golf is one thing, but like it's great lodging. Everything's just really, I don't know. It's like I said, it's hard to describe it.
A lot of sand.
Yeah. I mean, it's the back, it's like a prehistoric.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah. It was like this prehistoric lake that was formed by the glaciers and then it flooded and it just left behind like this, almost like a sand dunes just in this kind of general few mile area. And, and they decided to build a golf resort there. It's just pretty amazing.
Where is it exactly?
It's Nakusa is the town, so near Wisconsin Rapids area. It's only been around since like 2017. But the Sand Valley course is like, I mean, they're all in the top 100 already in the United States. I think they're like in the top 20. So Logan and I played the Sand Valley course late afternoon, and then they have a par 3 course there called the Sandbox, which to me is the most fun I've ever had playing golf. It's just the most unusual. Like you really have to be skillful. Most of the holes are like under 80 yards.
Oh, nice.
But the greens are just massive with all these runoffs into these tiny little bunkers that good luck getting out of. I mean, there's steps down to most of them.
Jeez.
So when you see steps in a bunker, you usually know you're in a little bit of trouble. But
I'll take a 7 and just walk away.
Yeah. Some of the holes you're like double bogey in some of these holes, these little par 3s, and you're like, yeah, that's a good score.
Sweet.
Yeah, that works for me. So yeah, it was a blast. Good time with the kid. So
did Logan beat your ass again?
Logan whooped me on the Sandbox. He was a birdie machine on the front 9. It was unbelievable. And there you play from the same tees. There's nothing different. At Sand Valley, there's 6 tee boxes. So talk about skill levels.
Yeah.
And man, I met people from everywhere. There's a guy from Rome on our shuttle bus going up to Sand Valley. He's like, yeah, I heard about this place. And
he was like, beeply bopply, bopply booply.
He actually spoke a little bit of English, and he was
little English.
Of course, he was harping on the European victory of the Ryder Cup. being kind of an
Get
ass
over
about
it.
Yeah, I know. So just wait till
Just
next
say you
time.
got the world to pick from. We got just the U.S. Relax, buddy.
Exactly. So
And we didn't pick the best golfers.
And we're fractured too.
No.
Yeah,
because of the Live Tour.
Yeah.
Pay me.
yeah.
yeah. So,
I won't wear a hat.
Yep.
Cover
He
my ears.
He didn't wear a hat in the last Ryder Cup either, so that was
Yeah. Why? What was the no hat thing?
Cantley?
Because he didn't like because it doesn't fit his head. He didn't.
Who was that?
Cantley. He's
But
got
a
he's
couple
got
of guys
a weird
weren't-
cranium.
A couple of guys weren't wearing hats either.
Yeah,
was that a
'cause-
big thing? What was the thing?
Because it's uncomfortable.
Oh,
uncomfortable.
it wasn't like
wouldn't fit.
it wasn't like they were doing
No.
some. Okay,
They weren't protesting anything.
Okay.
It was just a fit and comfort thing.
Yeah.
So.
And the one hat was kind of goofy. Remember it reminded me of like a 70s hat. Had that little
Right.
line across there, like a little piece of rope on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but Cantley
Well,
didn't wear a hat the last Ryder
the
Cup
last
either.
the last one you have some of the hats. I have one of the hats from the last Ryder Cup. They're comfortable. I don't know what the hell they're talking about because they had a different color each day.
Yeah,
maybe theirs are
New
different.
Era did it again. So
Did they?
Yeah, and those are comfortable hats. New Era, maybe
a flex fit.
Yeah.
All I do is flex fit now. That's
Yeah.
it.
Do you?
Got to be a flex fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on what brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, aren't you flat brim?
I don't like fat. Fuck that.
Flat brims are stupid.
Yeah. Gotta be like a woman. It has to have curves.
Your boy Shanahan does the flat brim though all the time.
Well, he can do that because
He
Yeah. He's got great eyebrows.
Because he's dope.
he's my guy.
He's your guy.
I think he's everybody's guy right now after what we watched last night.
Yeah.
So Tim,
Well, it's been a fun 2 weeks. I finally unpacked yesterday, Kansas City. So,
well, that was a pretty big bag.
I might have overpacked a little bit.
I heard this. It was a big bag.
It was a big bag.
Can you expand upon that?
I brought a parachute, or the fridge,
There was a lot of
kitchen
things.
sink. Yeah,
You have a
midget.
pair of shoes for every day.
Maybe.
Was it that you were unsure about the weather, or like you like the
I'm
layer?
just an overpacker. Period. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't. I didn't even though I looked at the weather forecast, it was like supposed to be 80 every day.
I'll give you an idea how big his bag was.
Mhm.
Okay, wait. Let's do the old comedy sketch. Tim's bag was so big.
How big was it?
We had to stop at way stations. Anyway,
that was the running. Well, that was the running joke for
Pretty
the whole
much
weekend,
Before he
yeah.
got in your car, did you put it on a scale, like just to make sure he's not over the 50
Oh
pounds?
no! I got out of the car. And they're like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, that'll be an extra $85, sir.
we giggled.
I had a tow rig from O'Hare come up to put it in the stack car.
You got a girl in there?
Yeah, yeah, and then
You got a dolly.
Blow up.
There you go.
Blow up dolly.
I meant a different kind of dolly, but that's fine.
I know what he meant. I just went the other way.
Giggity.
Now, look at the eyebrows on that guy.
Yeah, no wonder why Glenn was my best friend that whole week. Anyway, yeah, so fun 2 weeks.
I'm sorry.
Angry Glenn. Working out. These guys.
You guys worked out on the trip?
No.
Glenn did.
Glenn went on Saturday morning and worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He did bring me coffee though, so he did save my day. So
With my money.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway.
Yeah. So fun KC trip.
Yep.
Golfed a couple times. Figured out this weekend that if you can't figure out who the backpack in the room is, you're the backpack.
Oh.
So figure that out Saturday at your birthday party.
Who was the backpack?
Doesn't matter. At least it wasn't an overpaid backpack. So
there you go.
There you go. But couple rounds of golf shitty yesterday because hungover, but well worth it. So
yeah. Yep.
How are you feeling Sunday morning?
Fine. That was fine. I just had too much sugar.
Yeah, way
too
much.
Too many old fashions.
Yeah, I had heartburn.
I drank 5 or 6, and I usually drink 2, and I'm good. And people kept, "Oh, you want one? Sure, I'll get one." And instead, I should have just went to vodka soda or something. I didn't. And
yeah, I didn't change in time.
That's all it was in KC. We drank a lot of like beers and drinks, and then the night I started drinking. We drank what were we drinking that was really sweet. What was that we were on Friday night that we stopped? Or maybe I don't remember. We drink some kind of sweet drinks for a while, or the usual whatever.
We had sours at the burger place.
Maybe it was something like that. We were drinking, and then all of a sudden, I decided I'm gonna drink vodka tonic, and they taste so good, or vodka club because the club soda tastes so good because it was like
refreshing,
taking the sugar out of me.
Yeah,
and I think they
and that
weren't supposed to drink that fast.
Right, it didn't help either. It was $2 rails. So
$2 rails was bar.
Were you as hungover? But because
no, that's
the
I was
sugar affects me like. that heartburn, but you feel it everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like heartburn, but you feel it in your shoulders and your back, and it's just like
I was just tired.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think on Saturday, but I recovered fine. We had drank more on Saturday, not as much. I had some drinks on Saturday still,
I fell out of bed Saturday night. So, yeah.
and not because he was drinking.
Not
That's
'cause
the
I was
amazing
drinking.
thing.
Fucking old man, fucking Charlie horses,
oh my gosh.
calf and hamstring at the same time, both legs.
Yeah.
Done.
Did you press your button? Help! I've fallen.
No, I almost hit my head in the dresser. That would have been really interesting. Yeah.
Head wound,
That's all.
Harry.
I don't feel so good.
What the? How's it look? No, not so bad here or here.
Right
Yeah, right here.
So yeah, good fun 2 weeks. So
Good. How about you, Willie?
Busy. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of anything exciting. Saturday night was the height of my excitement, I think, for the 2 weeks. So
okay.
yeah. So
which one's Tesla's party or the Swedes?
the Swedes. Yeah.
I don't know. Tesla's parties.
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, such an eclectic group of people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was just kind of chilly. That's why too.
right.
But it was nice at Swedes at first. I got kind of busy, so yeah. But it still was a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Good time had all, I believe. My highlight of my 2 weeks, besides KC, I was in Indy last week for a trade show. That wasn't a highlight though. Indy's not a bad town. But I think I told Tim. I don't know if I told Willie. I had a 5-foot or 7-foot putt
That's right.
to shoot a 39.
Oh, really?
I shot 40.
Where, in Indy?
Come on.
Yes, on the front nine of a course.
Okay.
Went to the back nine. The back nine was totally different than the front. Front wasn't really wide open, but it was a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
The back nine, it was like hitting down hallways
Oh.
with dog legs that were like 200. So you couldn't you could use your driver, but some guys probably couldn't use your driver, and
Mm-hmm.
pretty challenging for the kind of course. We played 2 courses. The first one was called Smock, was nicer, I thought.
Okay.
This one was called Saddlebrook. It wasn't as nice, but both courses were. The second course was like $35 for 18 in a cart, and the other one was like 45 for 18 in a cart. And the Smock would be one of the nicer courses here if it was here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't anything like Grand Geneva or something, but it was a nice course, really nice.
I think I played Saddlebrook. Is it near Speedway?
I don't know. It's kind of the first hole has like a.
There's a netting.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
because there's
yeah.
is it because there's a range or?
There's
Yeah, I played Saddlebrook.
yeah, a range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where you shot
The front.
Okay.
39. But the back, you played the back?
I played I just played the front nine.
Oh,
there.
the back.
Yeah.
Talk about crazy.
It was weird. Okay.
Yeah, it was a hard.
I'm glad
I would have
didn't.
probably. I think I shot. So I had a 40. I ended up with 95.
Okay. Well.
So
Yeah.
it was a rough second, but had a good. But Indy was a good time overall. But Casey was a real good time. But yeah, that was my
Cool.
2 weeks. So
Good deal.
So yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very
So
much. Yep.
to our loyal listeners, it is our commissioner, our fearless leader,
Our big toe.
our big toe,
Our backpack.
He's kind of like our Uncle Hawka. Is that what we're saying?
Big toe.
Our big
You're
toe.
the big toe.
Are you a drunko?
I think I was named that at one point.
No, he is, and that is.
Oh, I was.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Absolutely.
there. Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I must be one too. I don't know. But
Hmm.
well, happy birthday, Scott.
thank you.
Yep.
So let's go with the show. Let's get going here. So let's start out with how we start off. Usually we do good, bad, and the ugly next. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'll start out if that's okay.
Your birthday.
We'll start ugly, and I'm gonna start with the Miami Hurricanes.
Damn it.
So instead of taking a knee with 20 some seconds after 30 some seconds left, they decide to run the ball. They fumble the ball, and the Georgia Tech gets the fumble, and they end up scoring and win the game. They could have kneeled in victory formation and won the game, and they decided to run the ball, which I have no idea why. I don't know why you would do that. But they lost the football game, and you can't lose in college. It's hard. Losing games in college really ding the record. It's hard. You can't come back from a loss. And were they undefeated before that?
Yeah.
I'm sure they were. Yeah.
So they were undefeated before that. They were a ranked team. Now and they're probably dropped pretty decent because I would drop just for stupidity.
What were they
Right.
ranked?
They
They're
might have been
top-
top 10.
Top
Really?
15.
15,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I remember they were up there, and I thought, So
You know
yeah.
what the best part about that is the second time you did that.
Oh, really?
2018 with Oregon. Yeah.
So it's
against
Brandon
Staley.
Staley situation.
Yeah, Mario Cristobal.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's my ugly. So, Eric, ugly.
I was more prepared for good and bad, but my ugly, and I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to say the guy's name, and that's James Harden. That's it.
That's it.
Enough said.
I did say something to Tim. We were talking about James Harden a minute ago. I will say he doesn't understand. He's become a guy nobody cares about anymore. He's not a star. He's not really that guy.
Yeah.
So you just go play where you play. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
But I have to follow up. Why James Harden?
Because he is what you just said. He thinks he's the guy. He thinks he's still what he was. I mean, he's a former MVP, but he just can't. He can't hold people hostage. He can't just have it. It's not Burger King, even though he frequents it.
So you can't tell
you can't have it your way.
Can't tell your team to get better talent, or else he's going to leave in free agency.
Not when you're James Harden.
Oh,
although he always wants to leave, though. He never tries to build one around him. He always wants to take off out of town.
Quick to leave.
If we're comparing it to Giannis, like Giannis has done that once. James Harden has done that repeatedly, and if he doesn't like something, he just leaves.
I would compare the Giannis situation more to LeBron, not that psychotic.
I agree.
But where James Harden is more of a guy that wants to leave and go somewhere all the time.
He's
not trying to.
Kyrie's kind of been the same way, just kind of.
But he's not trying to build anything around him.
No.
Trying to get a base and saying, let's get guys around me so I can win something. He don't do that. And he's about going. It gets with James Harden. It seems like it gets tough with him. It gets hard, and he's like, I got to go now. That's all. But James Harden, good call.
I don't know if it makes any difference, but I guarantee that Giannis, which was much nicer about it, then I don't know if that counts for anything, but for the
he went the LeBron route where he put pressure on the front office.
I'd be interested if they even talked to him about they were going to trade Drew Holiday. I don't know. We don't know that. We'll never know if they wouldn't talk to him. I don't think he has as much.
His wife knows.
We'll talk about her later.
That's just pissed. That kind of irritated me when I saw that today. But
okay, Tim, you're ugly.
Well, since you took the U of Miami, I'm going to go with the expensive backpack with Jordan Poole, right? Saying that Draymond Green. That's what he said to Draymond Green to get punched. You're an expensive backpack.
Oh. The truth comes out.
So it's been verified by different members of the team, and
because the original quote was that he said he's like, you're like a single player, like instead of a double.
I heard that. Yeah, he called him a single.
That's what I thought. He called him was a single, and then he punched him.
So, but he's basically saying you're just something that we don't need. You're just
no, he's just saying that
you're like an accessory.
Basically, that Curry carried you, and you're an expensive backpack.
So, who was the expensive backpack there tonight?
Just joking
around. Just wondering. You had to carry me to the car, maybe, but no, I'm just kidding.
That's actually a good.
I wasn't going to tell anybody that.
Kidding.
That's kind of a good discussion point. Was he? Whatever. An expensive backpack on that team.
He was.
I just think it's just guys just getting under each other's skin, and because I think Draymond was jealous that he got an extension before he did. We felt like he deserved it more, which I agree with. I think Draymond should have got paid first, but but I mean, for my looking at the whole situation, if you're ribbing with guys and you can dish it out, but you can't fucking take it and punch a dude, that's just thin skin.
But that's kind of his person. That's been his persona.
Oh, absolutely.
I always said you can take the boy out of Saginaw, but you can't take the Saginaw out of the boy.
But I mean, I don't know. I kind of think that he's, if we aside from that incident, like, is he an expensive backpack or was he? No. I mean, he's a pretty tough player. He's kind of like, he's been like the dog of the team, which we always say every NBA team needs that.
They call him like a Rodman 2.0, but better scoring.
Yeah,
he's a Rodman type guy. Rebounds, does the dirty work.
Yeah, selfless.
He's a better scorer than Rodman, obviously. But a lot of people are. But
Rodman could have been if he wanted to. He could have been a great.
He just said, but he's the perfect example of a great teammate. But he's nuts.
Right.
But Rodman was
he
like
knew
the
his
guy.
role.
Well,
I'm gonna rebound and play D and then irritate people.
Right.
Very similar to Rodman because he would probably punch one of his own teammates, but he would also knock out a guy that messed with that same teammate. On the opposing team.
Great call.
That's basically what they are. They're just a little crazy. And we had that guy in PJ Tucker the year we won the championship. He still is not right in the head, but almost every team needs that. I don't know who that is now for the Bucks, but
isn't it like a little bit Bobby Portis?
Bobby Portis is a little crazy.
Nuts,
so I guess it is.
He just likes hitting teammates.
I was gonna go Pat Connaughton, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ugly. Where are we? Ugly.
I'm going to go with I think now they're the worst football team in the NFL. Maybe the New England Patriots.
Wow.
Not the Bears. Yeah.
That is
Off
ugly,
the
man.
schneid.
Whew.
Do you know they
Well,
have
your quarterback throws for 300 yards 2 straight weeks. Now you think they're good.
Well, don't think they're good, but they're not the worst team anymore.
No.
Apparently they haven't scored a touchdown since week 3, and their offense is averaging the league low of 11 points per game.
Brian Ferentz, OC.
Yeah, which revolving OC there, and then
well, it's Bill O'Brien, right?
Right.
He's back.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, so that's going to be my Bill Belichick. I think we talked about him a little bit on our thread. Who gets rid of Bill Belichick? Bill does when he's ready.
Bill does when he's ready.
I don't know, man.
I think Bill will leave and he's going to go get a different job.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to San Diego or
San Diego.
Chargers.
San Diego. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that'd be a great place.
That would make sense.
Right. Yeah.
Because what's his name's going to shit the bed at some point
Or
and
he
just
goes
get fired.
Or he goes to Vegas and becomes Josh's DC.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right.
No?
Okay.
You guys don't see that happening? Okay. Never mind.
I don't know about that.
So we're going to bad now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my bad, this is based on the last couple weeks. I'm talking about prominent NFL teams, and last night and last week, 2 teams that one I think is regarded a little higher at this time, and one that we thought was better. Just bad and what and I know the Dolphins won yesterday, but what happened to the Dolphins against the Bills and what happened to the Cowboys against the 49ers last night? These are 2 teams these are games you have to assert yourself and this is where you become moved. And Miami is, I think, a better team, big picture. But
Dallas.
This is where you kind of get to the table and you at least get to eat at the big kids table. You're not the little kid. Right. When you go in and get beat by 28 and you get beat by 32 last night or whatever it was, both teams respectively. I just it's hard for me to, although I think Miami's they're both playoff teams possibly, but it's just seeing those teams get beat like that. Something's missing, and I think sometimes it's. I still think at times I think the Dolphins are a good team, but I still think the coach is over his head at times, and I think he's a good coach, right? But I think he's still learning, and with this team he has now. And on a side note on the Dolphins, I think they made a horrible mistake picking up Chase Claypool. I think Chase Claypool is a locker room cancer. He couldn't live in Pittsburgh.
If you can't play in Pittsburgh.
And if Mike Tomlin don't want you, right. And the Bears try to give him a chance, and you saw film him not blocking, him throwing his helmet because Fields didn't see him open, which happens, I get. But I think they made a huge mistake on picking up. And now if he goes there, it's great, but I don't know what they need him for.
Mm-hmm.
What void does he fill? I mean, maybe an injured guy just in case, but he's not going to out target Waddle.
Right, he's not a burner.
Or Hill,
right?
So maybe at least knows his place there in the offense. Maybe he'll be better.
Yeah.
Maybe I know what my thing is. It's my last chance. So if he does succeed, maybe he did finally get in his head. This is my last chance.
Right.
And they're a better team, so maybe sometimes that'll help. You're on a better team and you play better. I don't know.
And that's happened for players where it's like your 3rd, 4th chance. It's like, okay, now I feel like I need to shut the hell up and play some football because he is a talent. I mean, look at how he exploded on the scene when, like, remember just a few years ago, he was the feel-good story in the NFL. Like this guy had 3 touchdowns. What was his nickname? Mapletron?
Mapletron.
Yeah, and it was like, and then he just.
But the weird thing is,
not a good look this year with the Bears.
He did this in Chicago to start the year. It's in a contract year.
Yeah.
Right.
And I understand maybe that's an upsetting thing. I'm not getting the ball enough, but they see film. Teams watch film. You don't want to block in the NFL as a receiver. It's hard to play.
Right.
Because the NFL best block, I always say this, the best blocking receivers, I think, for years, I don't know still, but came out of Green Bay. The Bears got St. Brown, and he's one of the best blockers they have right now. And all the Bears, DJ Moore, they do it. But all the Packers receivers always were good blockers.
Yeah.
The good teams always have good blocking receivers. So that's my bad. I think Dolphins, though, aren't that bad, but I think the Dallas Cowboys I signed, we'll talk about that, but yikes. Right. That was a mess. Bad.
My bad is it's a football game from Saturday, but I got a little backstory on it. So I told you I was in Sam Valley and played a round of golf, went out to dinner, watching college football. All the games were kind of blowouts that we were watching. Went back to the room. I'm turning on the TV. I'm like, well, let's watch some more college football, whatever. TV doesn't work. And it's like, there's no service. I'm like, dude, I'm paying like $300 plus a night to stay here. This TV is going to freaking work tonight. So I called guest services and a guy came over right away. A kid came over right away. He's like, yeah, I think I know what the issue is. But this kid starts going on and on. He's like, well, what do you want to watch? And I'm like, well, we're watching some college football. He's like, well, most of the games are blowouts. Michigan's blowing out Minnesota, Georgia, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, the one game that's close is Louisville and Notre Dame. So this kid, and then he starts going on and on about he's a huge Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
And he's got this great backstory where his grandmother or great-grandmother was one of the first females ever admitted to Notre Dame. But Notre Dame this and Notre Dame that, and now we got the right quarterback. It was 17-13. The second he left, it was a rout. Yep. And I'm like, and Logan was actually giggling when he was talking because I'm like, yeah, he's jinxing this team. And then the funny thing is, the next morning we go into like this little area where we got breakfast in the same restaurant we were in last night, and the TV's just gets turned on and it flashes. It says Notre Shame. And Logan and I just kind of giggle, like, I go, hey, your boy totally jinxed them. So that's my bad. Notre Dame just, I don't know, not a couple. I mean, they played pretty tough this year against Ohio State, but they just got routed in the second half. And garbage points at the end, but they were beat up pretty good by Louisville.
Okay.
Thanks, Ron.
Good or bad, Tim?
My bad is continuing saga of Deshaun Watson rubbing his teammates the wrong way.
Rubbing.
So apparently he suffered a shoulder injury, but he convinced his teammates all week, I'm going to play. Didn't play. And I guess it was his choice. So they're teammates of his that are pissed because they've been prepping all week for him to play and then for him to back out at the last second.
Then he screws the backup quarterback because he didn't get enough reps.
Right. Exactly.
You can't blame the guy, man. You can't get a good massage anymore. Come on.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
and he's part of my whole saga that I have this year with fantasy football players, because of course I lose a quarterback, I pick him up, and then he pulls that shit. So it's just the way my fantasy season's going. That should have been my ugly as my fantasy season.
So I quit playing.
Yeah. Well,
Willie, bad.
My bad is the bad relationship between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. It's only going to get worse, I think. But I don't know if you saw it on. Look at this guy's got.
Oh my gosh,
gallon of milk.
Oh boy, we're doing the John Perez challenge.
One chip.
I brought your birthday present. Cookies.
Oh boy,
what kind of cookies? No, I mean, are they good cookies?
Yeah, they're from Insomnia. Yeah.
No, I mean like.
Oh, I picked out a bunch of different ones that would appeal to the table as well. I hope.
Oatmeal raisin.
Oh, I gotta know.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, good, like legit cookies. Is that what you're saying?
Are we going to be even hungrier later?
Oh, look at that!
All right, so
what's with all the broken pieces? What happened here? You get attacked at behind the Culver's dumpster or what?
They're day old.
This big cookie here. This one is salted caramel.
Okay.
Ooh.
This one is s'more.
Nice.
Got chocolate chip.
Can
here,
I have some more?
Oatmeal raisin, snickerdoodle, 2 peanut butter chip, white macadamia nut chip, chocolate mint, and then a sugar cookie.
Nice. Now, where's an Insomnia at around here?
I drove down to Evanston.
Did you really? Holy cow!
Dang.
I do it all the time. It felt quick.
He's well traveled.
By the way, oatmeal raisin cookies are the devil. So
no,
because
you haven't had mine.
Because you think they're a chocolate chip, and then you bite one, and then you're pissed.
If Ed was here, he'd defend me. But oatmeal raisin, homemade ones.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, I'll bring mine. I'll convince you.
No.
How about an oatmeal raisin with a chocolate chip in it?
How about no?
Oh, I got to bring my salted bourbon one. My bourbon.
I think you made them for us once before.
Yeah, I'll bring them around Thanksgiving time or so. When we crack open that Blanton's, I'll bring them.
The bourbon show.
Oh gosh, I think we ate them that night, possibly. I haven't even got to my beer nuts yet, and you're pouring milk and cookies.
Nuts?
These would go good with my beer of the week, but I guess
just a splash.
Jace doesn't want to coordinate with me. That's a lot of milk.
That's what she said.
What are we eating ghost peppers or what? Wait a minute, really?
Surprise, one chip challenge.
Well, somebody's going to be unlucky when they bite into one of these cookies.
I missed what happened.
Me.
Nothing, obviously.
They've been chippy back and forth. It's been like 2
I saw a couple nice big
already.
plays, and then I turned my attention to the cookies. Oh, that's a great
grounding.
pass.
No. All right. I'll take a peanut butter chip, please.
I don't want to. Was Scott? Did you want any of the salted?
No,
because I
No.
And I don't want the whole thing. You want to split that, or
So she's
can I just break some of it?
use your fingers.
Just get in there. Ooh.
Oh, hey, fun fact: while they're kicking a field goal, the kickers are brothers.
Yes, they are. Carlson.
Daniel Carlson, and I don't know the Packers kicker's first name.
Andres
Carl.
Carlson.
It's another
Joe.
Carlson.
Carl Carlson.
Carl.
His parents were cruel.
Fred Carlson. Oh, yeah.
He's stepped up pretty well this year. That
Giuseppe.
kicker, Carlson.
Yeah.
Giuseppe.
So what was your bad, Willie? Were you on it?
Oh, yeah, I said the relationship.
Oh yeah,
the bad relationship between
Yeah,
Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
Didn't Diggs call him sleepyhead or something like that?
I don't know. Probably.
Right.
He was yelling at him big time on the sidelines. He got pissed off about something. Got up and just
Did he?
Josh just kind of looked up at him and like, okay, whatever. So
I saw a highlight of him like breaking the iPad or something on the sideline.
Where is just the respect for the other player? I mean, if Josh Allen is just going to sit there submissive, why would you even do it? It's not making a point.
Right.
And I make sure I throw every ball to Gabe Davis the rest of the year. I throw every ball anywhere I could but him.
Kincaid.
Don't care.
Yeah, Kincaid be my boy at that point.
Don't care.
We know he catches touchdown passes.
Yeah.
How long is Diggs there for?
He's got a couple years left on that deal. He
got a big contract, or did he
He just had a 5-year deal, right?
Yeah, he's got a couple left. And
was he traded or did he sign there?
no, he left Minnesota as a free agent. He got traded.
He got traded for, and they with the draft pick, they got the 22nd draft pick, and they picked up Justin Jefferson.
Oh, yep. That's what they did.
So he re-signed a deal though.
They re-upped him, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they remember there was a lot of talk from last year in the preseason, before the season started, about there was some issues towards the end of the season. Why
at the end
they
of the
lost
season, right?
Yeah,
In the playoff game, he flipped out too.
So I thought things might have gotten better, but
he didn't show up to the. Remember that was a big drama that he didn't come. He showed up and left during training camp, and there was a big thing going on. It was like freaking out, like what's going to happen?
It was excused. It wasn't excused.
I'll just there we go.
So, my good is I'm going to say I think at this point, after 5 games, I think the best team in the NFL is the 49ers. I'm going to stick to that.
No doubt.
I will take them and my guy, Kyle Shanahan, as my good this week.
Yeah.
I don't think the Eagles they're undefeated too, but I don't think they're in the same conversation right now with the 49ers. I think it'd be a great game if they ended up playing each other in both undefeated when I think they meet this year at some point. But
what teams?
The Red they do meet the
Eagles and
49ers.
It's later.
Yeah, because they both won the division, so they'll play each other. So I'm just what they've done there and what Kyle Shanahan has built there with John Lynch and how they've actually overcome a poor draft pick and what they did a couple years ago, Trey Lance, and they're still just rolling along because they fell into nice to fall into Brock Purdy, a kid that actually looks like. But Shanahan builds an offense around the kid. That's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't try to mold him into something. Here's where you're strong at. Let's do this. Play action and let's go.
Their backup running back.
Yeah, the backup running
6
back.
yards a carry.
Their backup running back just 6 yards a carry.
And Eagles 49ers, 3:25 December 3rd on Fox at Philly.
Okay.
So pretty much a rematch of the NFC Championship.
Bring your batteries.
Yeah, right. Grease the poles.
That's my good. So, Eric, you're good.
These cookies are good. Thanks, Jace.
The oatmeal raisin cookies are excellent, by the way.
What's left over there?
White macadamia nut.
Was there oatmeal raisin? I missed it.
Yeah, here.
Snickerdoodle.
That's chocolate chip.
No, it's not.
Mint.
I don't want mint.
Peanut butter chip.
Try white macadamia. Do you have that? Does anyone want some of that? Oh, it's kind of small. I'll just eat it.
Just take it.
Unless anyone wants a piece of it. Piece? Anybody?
I'm done.
Anybody? Tim. There you go, sir. Perfect. There we go.
The Snickerdoodle reminds. So it's again. I'm sorry. Sand Valley this, Sand Valley that. The place is awesome, but and this is probably how they justify charging you $250 a round of golf. There's this little. It's the famous spot. It's called Craig's Porch. It's this little snack shack, and everything there is super cheap. They have like $1 tacos, and they make they're homemade. Somebody brings them in every day. Ice cream sandwiches. They're like this big, this much, like this thick with ice cream. They're $1, and they have a Snickerdoodle one. It's just unbelievable. So yeah, and the other thing I should have brought some here. They have these little. They put them in a golf ball sleeve, and it says Sand Valley on them. They're little balls, a lot of sweaty balls. But they're called little protein balls. Energy protein balls. But they're like peanut butter, and they're so good.
What's in the middle?
Oh, This tubular. Oh, forget it.
Was that your good?
My good is I'm piggybacking off you, but my good is Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh,
Brock Purdy.
Good old Brock.
I mean, look at the guys. Obviously, we know why it's Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last pick in the draft, but 1,271 yards, 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. His rating last night was 144 with just 4 touchdowns.
9 times.
He's closing in on Tomczak's record for most wins start career.
Mike Tomczak?
Yeah.
The Bears, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just, I don't think it's just like system and Shanahan. The kid looks like he could play. He's pretty damn good. I mean, he's moving around. He's making the plays. Obviously, everything else in that offense is working.
The play action is great. In that
So
offense
most
they
quarterbacks
run.
can exceed, although Trey Lance did. Garoppolo was pretty good in it, but
And their offensive line is incredible.
They actually have some decent skill players too.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah,
they're okay.
Yeah.
What team is Trey Lance on?
He's on the Cowboys. So last night, both backup quarterbacks were former number 3 overall draft picks.
Who's had the better career?
Darnold, huh?
Darnold and Lance. I don't know.
I would say Darnold.
Darnold started for the Panthers.
Please, he
for a
played.
little bit.
Is he
Right, then
played?
you had a 4th rounder starting for the Cowboys, and then you had a 7th rounder starting for the 49ers.
Yeah.
It's a crazy game.
Yep.
Does Dak Prescott get benched
No.
at some point?
Nope.
No, because
For Trey Lance?
not all his fault.
No.
No, for Cooper
Rush. Cooper Rush.
Remember
Actually,
how good he was
yeah,
last
so
year?
Trey Lance, I guess, is the 3rd stringer.
They won't bench him because they're going to win. They're going to win. That was just, I mean, that wasn't, that the 49ers aren't a good match for the Cowboys, and we've seen that the last 2 years. Not a good matchup at all.
And that game just got out of hand.
They don't match up well at all. And
Cowboy players drop into like flies.
that's a problem, too. Too many guys got hurt last night for that team. So, yeah. Tim, you're good.
My good is Bryson DeChambeau. The Sunday of the Ryder Cup, sending out a tweet hoping for a USA comeback, which I thought was very classy of him for being snubbed. I thought he should have made the Ryder Cup team as well. But for him to come out and be patriotic and not, basically be a dick and say something nice.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah, if you look at who wasn't there 2 years ago, it was DeChambeau. It was DJ. DJ won every
he was 5-0.
match he was in 2 years ago. I don't know if we could have justified DJ being in, but who knows? It might have helped. I thought it was a weird Ryder Cup team. I didn't realize. I mean, these guys played themselves in based on the points, but like Wyndham Clark and that Harmon guy, I feel like they're just kind of starting to become good players. And I don't know if Wyndham Clark really.
It's like a flash.
It is kind of. It's like your Sean McKeels and kind of those guys that. They grabbed a major and then fell. But I guess they earned it. I mean, they obviously earned it with the points because those guys were not captain's picks. They were
straight
they
up.
were in. I do like Max Homa. I think he's a tough player. And he won. I think he won the most matches.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, my guy Fowler just. It was just kind of disappointing. Everybody was sick supposedly. I don't know. Just.
Well, for the fact too that I think the Europeans had an edge because they kept playing. Like nobody, those
Didn't
guys
take time off.
Right?
Yeah.
Those guys all play. Everyone from the European Ryder Cup team played since the end of the PGA, and none of the Americans really did.
And really, they have like 3 of the hottest players in the world right now with Rahm and Hovland is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, they're all pretty good looking. Oh. You meant golf hot.
Wow.
I mean, hot at the game.
I couldn't even react. All of a sudden, I had like heartburn from it just thinking about Max Homa. Wait, Victor Hovland. I don't know.
You're talking about
Homa,
golf
Hovland.
And how these guys kept playing. You can probably draw some parallels
I'd
to
keep
how all
playing.
these top seed baseball teams have been setting for a while are all like setting, not doing very well. Orioles. I don't know how's that
middle
Brave
A
game
4-3 right now. Middle A Phillies are leading.
Okay,
So going to the bottom.
So
that's true.
Okay,
something to be said about that.
Whose good was that? Oh, Tim, you're good then, will you?
My good is I don't get to do this very often, so I had to do it. Is my 4-1 Detroit Lions. So this is the best record they have in the franchise in 12 years.
Yep.
And you got to figure out these guys have made the playoffs 3 times in the last century. So I probably just jinxed the hell out of them. But
Their last division title was it 93?
And they actually won a playoff game.
And
then lost to the Redskins.
And they
lost
had
the Redskins. Yep.
their nearest challenger that year was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That shows you how long.
And when they
ago it was.
won that game, it was 32 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So think about that.
And they were wearing.
How old were you 32 years ago, Scott?
20.
20. Yeah.
20 years old.
You're 52?
Yeah.
I thought you were 51.
No, 52.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
No shit.
No shit.
Chasing Tim. Right?
Yeah, it's a couple months behind me.
Yeah. Okay, so that kind of got quiet. So what's up next? We're doing good. Oh, I do have another good. I saw today. It'd be good for the Bay Area. The Warriors owner is interested in buying the A's, and he said he'll keep them in the area if he buys them.
Really?
Holy cow!
So that'd be well. That's what the speculation is. So that'd be nice if they got to keep their team with a new stadium in Oakland.
Lake Up said that,
or the Bay. Maybe they'll build it next to the Warrior Stadium
in San Francisco.
Yeah, that'd be fine. At least they
they wouldn't move to San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
city probably wouldn't let them because the Giants are already there.
Yeah, I don't know. You got the money, let you go where you want. So you got the land.
Right.
I mean,
well, and that's the whole thing too.
New York
but
has two teams playing the same spot, so
that's the thing too. The owner of the A's is a big real estate guy too, so you can't tell me he doesn't have any fucking land.
He
there.
just wants to get rid of the team.
He wants a free ride.
I had talked to Glenn, and they're already knocking down area, the Tropicana. They're knocking down in Vegas for the A's new stadium.
Not done yet. I read today, and it's not done yet. Which I was surprised.
I know it's not.
I thought it was, but the Tropicana need to be knocked down anyway, so it doesn't matter.
By the way, are we going to Nashville when the White Sox move there?
Oh,
no White Sox. Still got to move to the lake, man. That's my decision.
Let's just go to Nashville next month for no reason at all.
For a scouting.
I'm in.
To scout.
I got 4th place we can go eat.
To scout land for the White Sox.
They already have a place picked out.
Well, we'll find something better.
Yeah, no.
They said by 2030 that they believe the expansion will happen. Montreal and Nashville are the top 2 on the list for them.
I don't think baseball needs expansion. They can't fill stadiums now.
Right.
Look at the Brewers.
Well,
Brewers won the division.
Tampa Bay.
Home.
Tampa Bay.
And no, they had combined, they barely had enough fans that filled Wrigley on a Saturday.
Right.
Combined. They'd be standing rolling for, seriously, and I'm not just making a joke about that, but do you think the Yankees would have been like that, or the Red Sox, or the Cubs, they had a playoff game, or... Well, look at Baltimore and all these Atlanta. They're full those places. I mean,
have the
Philly.
Twins been selling
Philly's
out?
sold out. Twins sold out.
They haven't played at home yet in the playoff. Oh, yeah, have. They played the one, yeah.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm sorry. What'd you say, Glenn?
I was going to say, what about the Twins? Have they been selling
Yeah,
out?
all the Twins, yeah, because it's the first time they won a series since... I think
2004.
Yeah, so it's a big deal.
2002, first time they won since 2004.
Like yeah, it was sold out. So every stadium was sold out except for the Rays and the Brewers, which the Brewers is just...
I don't think Dodger Stadium didn't sell out, but Dodger Stadium is ginormous. They're playing the Diamondbacks, so people probably thought it was going to be a cakewalk.
They're just getting there now because they arrived fashionably late.
And the traffic.
No, I bet it sold out. I bet it did. It was pretty full.
It said it wasn't sold.
It was pretty full for that. It was pretty full for that Cubs game. We went to it. That was just a normal season game. But I don't know. So you got your beer, Eric?
Yeah. Do we have enough cups, Willie?
I got this one. This one's good. My
Use your milk cup. You're gonna have to for this beer.
Well, here we go. Let's step into the.
I like beer because it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, because the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Happy birthday to you. Do we have to do the whole thing?
No.
Okay. So this year,
52 years old.
For the 52-year-old host of the show, fearless leader, I brought birthday cake. It is Public Brewing, which we all know and love here in Kenosha. The chocolate birthday cake.
Yum.
Chocolate stout. I got 4 cans, so do what you will. If you don't want to drink them, give them to Willie. Chocolate cake, Tim?
So everybody?
Not even a sip for Scotty?
In 17
I
years?
had my birthday drinks with Scotty on Saturday. All of them.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
In 17 years, he will be 69. So start the timer.
Wow.
That's when the real party will happen.
Yep. I'll be in bed by 8:30.
So this is a I've never had it before, but it is a chocolate stout that's got a little birthday cake flavoring, I guess. I'm starting to lose my eyesight. A huge imperial chocolate birthday cake stout, of course, from Public Brewing.
And it's only how many percent?
It is only 11%
Oh, that's it.
alcohol
That's it.
by volume. So a full pint for you for your birthday.
You may want to splash of Blanton's in it.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah, let's try it. Give it a whirl. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not overly sweet. It's not a bourbon barrel aged beer, so I
No.
think that maybe helps with the lack of the
Booziness.
boozy and sweetness, but it still is pretty strong.
Very good, Eric. Good job.
Yeah, Public does a pretty good job. Yeah. So happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Here's your cake.
Thank you.
You can have your cake and eat it too.
Drink it too.
Drink it too.
I should have used that.
So let's start off. Let's talk about the baseball playoffs real quick. We have all of our picks from the beginning of the year. We can laugh at these for a minute. I shouldn't say I saw mine. You can laugh at mine for sure.
Did you want me to do the recap I told you about for everything? Before you
I'm
start
done
talking
picking the
about it all?
Padres to win the World Series. I'm telling you that right now.
Are the Phillies still up?
Yeah,
Yes,
4-3, man on first, bottom of the eighth for the Braves.
So if the Braves lose, it'd be none of the
2-0.
100-win teams have won a playoff game yet, right?
No, you're correct.
Wow.
Yep.
You want me to do that recap I was talking about?
You have it.
Oh, I know everything that I got to talk about. Well, so 3-game series, both got swept in 2. First or second time in MLB history that 4 teams were eliminated on the same day on Tuesday, with the Rays getting eliminated by the Rangers, Blue Jays going down to the Twins, Diamondbacks defeating the Brewers, and Phillies beating the Marlins. Out of all these games, the Phillies-Marlins series was just not even worth watching. It was worse than a bad high school game all the way around. Phillies winning that game knowing that they had it. Blue Jays pulled pretty much a Kevin Cash in game 2, pulling Barrios at 47 pitches with 1 runner on for no reason when he was cruising in a shutout. Bullpen comes in, gives up 2 runs, and it pretty much seals the deal from there. Rangers start up the series with Andrew Heaney, which caused a lot of problems for Tampa Bay, essentially, and it just messed them up at the end of the day. And go to the lefty, then the righty Montgomery to finish the series off, and the Rays just had 0 offense whatsoever in the entire series. Glass now just could not show up in another big performance again.
Hold on. Tim?
I have a question. Does Major League Baseball reseed like?
No.
No.
That's what they want. People keep saying they should do it, but Major League Baseball's not there yet, and who knows if they ever will be. And then the Blue Jay series, I would give them the home field advantage by a long shot.
Get him.
Ronaldo Lopez comes in the first game, just deals, and then Sonny Gray comes in, and Alex Rodriguez, thinking he knows everything about baseball, him touching his hat and everything was nothing. That was not Sonny Gray telling him for the pickoff. He does it after every pitch. He touches his hat. It was most likely just a call from the catcher of the dugout, as you can see that he makes a move with his leg, and then it's like 1/1000, 2/1000, 3/1000. He goes. Correa goes, tap of the glove, and Vlad Guerrero.
Well,
The Blue Jays base running too.
Yeah.
Vlad Guerrero getting picked off in a big spot where they could have rallied, and then Bo Bichette in game 1 getting picked off.
That was a
by Correa.
recap. I thought it was a recap we were doing here.
That's what I'm doing.
Are you narrating
I mean, gotta
verbatim? What's happening here?
Okay.
And I'm just this is gonna be quick. The Brewers just suck. Their postseason baseball just.
You just plagiarized that.
No comment.
Question?
Does that make Craig Counsell overrated?
No.
Ooh.
No.
I think so.
I know you think he's overrated. I think
He put a good lineup out.
Yeah.
He put a good lineup out for what they faced, but Burns was playoff Corbin Burns. He doesn't pitch good in the playoffs, and their bullpen just struggles as it always does in the playoffs.
So the Brewers are right by saying we're not going to give you an extra $100,000 because you aren't worth it because you can't win playoff games. Man, that's what I told them, right?
Yeah.
essentially. And I mean, they weren't wrong.
Brewers are traditionally a cheap franchise anyway, so I mean,
they can't fill their stadium on a Saturday.
We've talked about this many times. I don't understand how baseball works because I know football, you have to use your cap money. You have to use up 90% of it. Why isn't baseball forced to use their money share they get every year? Because whatever they use, I'm guessing the owners put in their pocket, right?
Yeah, I'm sure the owners negotiated that so they could put money in their pocket.
So you should have to use 90% of your
cap
of your money. The share. Like say each team gets $90 million, or 100. Then you have to use $90 million on your salary.
Mm-hmm.
That would make all these teams competitive, right?
Yeah, isn't there a floor though? You have to spend X amount of money.
Yeah, they did make a floor for it.
Because the A's were like at $32 million at one point.
I think the floor is $30 million. I think you have to spend $30 million.
The White Sox were close to that at one point too.
The floor
this year.
is $30 million, I believe.
$30 million is a bunch of crap because you. Here's the thing: don't blame the Yankees and the Red Sox, and I guess the Cubs people say too, when your teams aren't spending because they spend, because that's not the correct thinking. I don't think the correct thinking is that they should be spending more of the money they're getting from. They're a share. You share money, TV money, and all that's getting shared. Now, I'm not saying the A's make as much as the Yankees and Red Sox and Cubs. Right. They have their own networks. I get that, but I don't get it.
Well,
I'd be upset being a fan of those teams,
and they're hindering their own sport. Then you wonder why it's not as popular as the NFL.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and at the end of the day, too.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Exactly. There's no parity.
No,
there kind of a little parity, but every 4 or 5 years, the same 5 teams that are involved are 4 teams. And it rotates
always coming back.
Another 4 teams and another. Yeah. It's never like NFL. You know the top 3, but they'll be like, "Holy crap! Look, the Seahawks made the playoffs. That's awesome."
Yeah, because there's 6 new teams every year that make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's why NFL is they have the model of that people love. Because even if your teams don't make it, now you're still interested because now you can root for an underdog. Okay, Bears didn't make it, but you know what? Oh, maybe I root for the Seahawks. They weren't supposed to make the play. I'm going to root for them. I'm going to see them win, maybe.
And then the NBA, everybody makes the playoffs.
That's hockey.
We actually could put a rec team together and make the playoffs for NBA.
Well, half the teams make the playoffs.
Oh yeah, so is the hockey.
Yeah.
Well, and in the NBA now they have their midseason feel-good tournament.
That's stupid. Anyway, are you done, Captain? Are you done?
No, this one I'm saying
that was stupid.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I don't think it's stupid. I shouldn't say it that
is
way.
stupid.
Give it a chance. We'll see. We'll see. It could be stupid.
Stupid is starting your preseason on the Sunday of fucking NFL.
Yeah, great call. Right. Great call.
Mm-hmm. I will say this though too, the A's guy, he's pretty much spending any money so he can move to Vegas, and he's using it as an example of, look at the Mets. Their owner's rich, even though he's rich, he's not going to spend his money, but Cohen will go over the roof, just spend his luxury tax because he has all the money that he can do that. And say Yankees are different just because they're the Yankees, and the Dodgers have all the money
Cohen
too.
thinks he owns a fantasy league team, so that's
exactly.
Why.
And that's like the guy. I guarantee you, once they move to Vegas, you can see the Raiders get really good and start doing that because that guy has just as much.
The
money.
Raiders
or the A's, but I guarantee they could start doing the same exact thing. They could get good, build their team up, and then they go out and build a fantasy team because that guy's got just as much money as Cohen. So,
is he still under contract, Jace?
No, I just crawl
dumpster diver.
I just crawl at a dumpster once in a while and spit facts.
I mean, next time just bring the cookies and go. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, essentially.
No.
Yeah.
Quay Walker.
Oh, come on.
And the divisional series
well,
has started.
At least he didn't punch anybody on the way in.
He's gonna punch somebody in the tent, probably.
At least he didn't throw a ref down.
Was that Jamal Adams that did that, right?
No, it was him. He knocked the ref down against Detroit last year.
Oh, that's
remember they got to kick a field goal over it or something, or they ended the game that way. I think the game ended.
And he pushed.
Oh, we were there. That's why.
I thought it was a coach.
And he hit a trainer.
Oh, he did. He shoved the trainer.
It was a trainer. Yeah, that was out on the field.
And at first we're like, they should replay. We're like, oh, maybe he knows the guy. And then you watch like, I don't think he knows him. Come on. Anyway, so what's left? Because we got to get going.
Just that stuff. Divisional series has started. Looking like the Orioles are going to get swept. Who knows how that's going? Twins go back to Minnesota with a lot of momentum. These
A's are up 5-4 now.
A's?
Yep. Or the Braves.
Wow, I was going to say, Oakland just fucking came back into the playoffs.
Yeah, they spent money on it.
These are 5-game series also. So best of 3. So
okay.
Yeah. May the best team win.
So here's our picks. I'll go over what we picked for baseball. Eric, you're first. We'll laugh at you first. Okay. We'll laugh at me next. AL, you had the Yankees winning the division.
Jesus.
Cleveland, the Astros. Did they win the division?
Yes, last day.
Okay, so you got that one right.
Yep.
Your wild card teams, Blue Jays, Rays, and they were a wild card, and the White Sox. Your NL teams were the Mets, the Cardinals, the Padres. You have Brewers, Dodgers, and Braves though as your wild card. Hey. So they all made it. So that's not bad.
You can't laugh that hard.
4 out of whatever. And then your You had Padres over the Astros in 7.
I picked the Padres the last 3 years to win the World Series.
I don't know if I picked them this time. So do we have? Was Tim here when we did this?
I don't think so.
Oh, Tim's MLB picks.
Really?
Yeah. Tim's like, no, I didn't do it. Just go. Just throw it away.
It's been a long summer.
Must be a different Tim.
Must be.
So AL East, you had Toronto winning the division, but they made it. So you got that right. Twins, you got that right. Houston, nice. So 2 out of 3 right, but you got all playoff teams. Yankees, Seattle, Tampa Bay. So you did pretty good. That's pretty good for that. I give you credit for AL. NL, you had Atlanta, nice. San Diego, St. Louis. We had LA, Philly, and the Cubs, which ain't too. They besides a last week collapse, they were right there too. So, and you have Toronto versus San Diego in the World Series with Toronto winning. So maybe we would have been here last week. You'd have been like, oh, I got a chance still. Toronto win it. Yeah. Ed had Tampa, Yankees, Toronto, Cleveland as the winners. And he had Atlanta, the Mets, Phillies, Brewers, and he has Toronto and the Astros and the Mets in the World Series. Oh, I'm sorry. Astros, Mariners were wild card, and the San Diego and the Dodgers were wild cards. Astros and 6 over the Mets he picked. Mine was here. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's right here. So I had the Yankees win the division. I had Tampa and Toronto as wild cards. I had the Sox winning that division. And then I had Houston winning the division and Seattle being the wild card. So Seattle was incorrect on the wild card. I had Atlanta winning the division. Or I'm sorry, I had Philly winning the division, but I had the wild card being the Mets in Atlanta. And then I had St. Louis win the division. And I had Dodgers win the division, but I had the, as like everybody else, San Diego. I had the Cardinals over the Padres in 6. Wow. And then Willie had the
he had the Sox, Detroit.
He had the Braves, Dodgers, Cardinals, Mets, Padres, Phillies in. Yankees, Astros, Guardians, Blue Jays, Mariners, Angels. And his World Series is Padres in 7. Padres are pretty popular. That's garbage. That's not worth doing anymore. It really isn't. You didn't hear the Braves took the lead in the 8th, bottom of the 8th.
Really?
So that was it. So we can let's talk about baseball for instance. Well, right now we got the Braves and Phillies series going on. It's gonna be tied up 1-1. It looks like after this, maybe. You have the Diamondbacks Dodgers is 1-0. I think they play tonight. I'm guessing later.
Yes, at 9:00.
And then you have
past my bedtime.
Help me out with the other teams. I'm losing it here.
It's Baltimore, Texas.
Yeah, Baltimore, Texas. Texas up 2-0. And the other one
is Minnesota and Houston.
And it's tied up. So
I think Beasley's going to that game tonight.
I think tomorrow he's trying to go. Yeah. So let's real quick. Let's just if you had to pick from those teams, who you like in the World Series right now as you sit. Just throw it out. We don't have to write it down. Nothing. Who do you like right now to make the World Series out of those?
I think I like the Braves.
Okay, and who are they going to play? Who do you think?
Who's up on the Orioles?
Texas.
I don't know much about them, but let's just pick them.
You know about Braves to win it, though?
Yeah, I like the Braves to win it all.
Tim?
I like both teams. I think Texas and Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm going to go with Texas. I think Texas is a hot team right now, but you know who I'm going to go with?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
Wow. Because, they're a hot team right now, and they're going to be like the Phillies were last year,
Mm-hmm.
You know who I like right now? And I liked him. I talked about this like a month ago, and I think they're sneaking out. I think, Ed, we talked about this. I like the Phillies. Yeah. I know they're going to lose this game, possibly be 1-1, but I like the Phillies, and I like Texas, but I like the Phillies to win the whole thing. Yeah. I just think Phillies have a solid. They're sneaky. They're good.
They snuck in there last year.
It sucks they're playing Braves this series. I like to see that as a 7-game series.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I asked if they reseeded.
Yeah. No, because I'd love to see it, but it's not going to happen. It's a shame one of those teams going to get knocked out in 5 games.
You got to love their leadoff hitter hitting 46 dingers, 47 dingers.
Yeah. But I like the Braves a lot. They may not. Braves are a very good team, though. Obviously, we all know that. So, but yeah, that's what I would take right now. So. They were 4-0 too, and they're gonna might lose this game now, 5-4. So that's a hard time to get back sometimes from. So I don't know.
I'd like to see. Maybe you should flip it over. It's on FS1.
Well, I could for a minute. Well,
yeah, at halftime, it's getting close, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it's almost over the game. Let me see something. Anyway, go ahead. I'll find it. We can
flip it if you want.
We can flip back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking.
I'm good with it.
A little more.
I've barely watched any Packer football at all this year, so might as well keep that trend going.
right?
Okay, so let's talk about NBA. Tim, why don't you lead us off, or Eric, you guys lead off with the NBA stuff. You guys, the NBA guy. We all watch the NBA, but what do you like?
Are we making picks, or did we already?
No,
do it?
we'll do the picks in a couple weeks. We won't do those at all yet.
I'm chewing. So are you.
So, what do you guys? I mean, with the last week, I'll just start up with Lillard going to the Bucks and Drew Holiday moving on to Boston. Does that? What do you guys think of that? Does that make them 1-2 in the East right now in any order? Probably, possibly.
It's hard not to have them. For me, 1 and 2, right there with each other. Sorry. We forget about, maybe we don't forget about, but Porzingis is now a Boston Celtic. I kind of, some of the subtraction that happened in Boston is not, maybe hurts them a little bit, losing Marcus Smart.
Yeah, but bringing in Holiday actually helps that. So
yeah, I mean, obviously a better player, but it's just like, is he that Marcus Smart type of, like we say, like the dog of the team, the Rodman or the PJ Tucker, and that's what Smart was.
I think losing Williams is going to hurt them more.
And that's where I was going to go next is Williams.
Yeah, I think that's, I agree.
Because he was also that kind of guy, tenacious. And do they still have White?
Derek White?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The guy that killed the Bucks that one.
Yeah, he was, but again, they put those guys in the right positions to do that off the bench.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to miss that a little bit. I'm such a homer with the Bucks that I probably can't speak intelligently enough. I love the Lillard thing. I mean, it's amazing. I have such high hopes. It's unbelievable. But so I can't get it out of my brain. I'm just like, Bucks, oh my God, like it's like Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really be too critical right now on the Bucks, but I think they're 1 and 2. I don't know what to make of the Sixers. The whole
depends on what
thing.
happens with Harden.
Yeah,
because if he goes to the Clippers, and that's the talks have heated up with that. So
and then what comes to the Sixers?
Morey wants 2 first-round picks. The Clippers want to do pick swaps, and Morey's like, no. And I can't think of the player that he wants from the Clippers, but.
Do you think that really hurts the 76ers a ton, though? Because they got, who they have is the other, I can't remember his name. I always forget his name. He's a sneaky good scorer.
Dude from Kentucky?
I don't know. What's his name? He's been around the league, but he can score for them. You know what I'm talking about? He's their scorer. I mean,
he's talking about on the
Sixers. I'm sorry, Sixers.
Tobias Harris?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Tobias Harris is a good player, and I think him and Embiid could do good stuff together. I really do.
Harris faded in the playoffs last year. I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, they all did.
But you know what I'm saying, though. I mean, it's one of those guys that people forget about him. He's a guy that can do some good things.
They're a distant third, really, in my mind. I don't even know where you go from there. It's like
I think the Bulls will be good this year. Solid.
Bulls will be like a 7 seed. I think everyone.
It could be a 5 or 4.
I think everyone's sleeping on Cleveland. Cleveland's going to be my
I agree.
my dark horse because the guys they picked up another year with how come I can think of names? Spider.
Isn't that his nickname?
I don't remember. Donovan Mitchell. Right.
Yep.
And I like their bigs. And they added depth from one of the Miami. Who did they?
From the Heat.
Too many things.
Are we not talking about the Heat?
Oh yeah, the Heat.
They probably want us to not talk about them, right?
They're going to be in the they're going to be in the conversation for sure.
They're my 4, I think.
They lack depth. I don't see them. They lost too many guys, I think. So
if we're, I mean, I know we're not doing the projections, but yeah, they would be my 4. Cleveland would be my 5, I think. A pick?
I think he threw a pick.
Oh, jeez. And they're right there.
It looks like he did. Or maybe it was a fumble, but it's they didn't show a play all the way. Well, I like that play. That's a terrible play, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't look good from the start. So I'm sorry, Tim. You the Heat you were talking about. I'm sorry.
I think the Heat are. I think Cleveland's probably 3 right now, with Philadelphia being such a question mark.
I do like Cleveland though. I forgot about them. I like Cleveland a ton.
Right.
I do.
Garland is a great player.
Garland. They got Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell seems like he's
obviously
comfortable
Mitchell's
there.
the obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley,
Mobley too. Yeah.
I know Ricky Rubiro's Max Strus they picked up from and Dean Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan Thompson. I mean, that's underrated signing.
You say D Wade?
Dean Wade.
Oh,
That'd be better. Did you see he had a hole in one at Pebble Beach?
Yeah, son of a bitch.
Wow.
Everybody's lucky except for me.
Right.
I was an NBA champion. Now I hit to get a hole in one.
Right. I mean, every contender in the East all has questions, especially the Bucks with the new coach, Dame coming in, lack of depth. I think it's going to take a while for them to gel together. I mean, what's going to happen when Giannis isn't playing as the best player, and Dame takes over for stretches that he can do? How's he going to handle that? Not being the best player on the court for stretches.
Well, he played with Middleton for years, so he's probably used to it.
So I showed you that.
He just goes.
That signed basketball. Did
you win it?
I don't know. Somebody said I won something, and I did put one ticket in there just for fun.
Did you win?
I don't know. I haven't found out yet. Yeah,
we can burn it.
I'm bringing it here. It's going to be it'll be on the trophy case with all the other stuff.
Right.
We moved some stuff. So
the bottle of Blanton's.
Yeah.
After we drink it,
that's probably worth more.
So I mean, I think losing depth for the Bucks as well. So you have to have like younger players step up. I mean, who's going to be that guy? Who's going to take Grayson down role? Who's 99 for the Bucks from Marquette?
Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder.
What's he going to contribute this year?
He's going to be more involved this year.
I hope so. I mean,
they're going to give him more of a. I think that's why he came back, because I think he's been assured he's going to play, and he has to play because they have no choice. I mean, he's their, even if he's the 7th man, he's got to play. You need to spell guys.
I think anything that we get more out of him than we had last year, because he was a ghost.
Well, I'm going to tell you right
and
now.
it was we know it was the coaching, not even trying to play him and figure out how he fits in.
I think something happened with him and Bud that
I do too.
Yeah.
Right.
It happened the same
and
thing.
I think that's part of the reason why he got let go.
When Mirotic a few years ago, same thing happened with Mirotic. He was playing great. All of a sudden, he played the last 4 games against Toronto.
Right.
It was like the guy was one of the best shooters on our team.
Right.
Hardest guy. He was a hard guy to guard because he was long and he could shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, he didn't. And defense, I get it. You got his defense was the best, but you got to take the good with the bad and figure it out. And it was fine.
That was that Raptors series.
He played 2 series, played great, was scoring. Raptors had a good game. Second game, he didn't play well in game 2, but they won.
Mm-hmm.
And then they won that game, and then they don't play no more.
He basically shut him down.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he didn't play him.
Yeah, because at a point in that season, he was like the 3rd best player on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was Middleton, then Giannis.
So I think the thing with the Bucks, the one thing about Crowder, I believe totally, is that if he gets back to where he was, I think he could be. I mean, this sounds crazy. When it comes to playoff time, he could be a starter for that team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he has that
pedigree.
Plenty other teams.
He's been in finals before with the Phoenix.
That was the point of bringing him in. He had so much playoff experience and.
Right, good defensive player.
Hey, you know what? When people are like, "Well, he's slow," and you know what? When Jimmy Butler was going off for 50 a game against him, let Jay Crowder beat him up for 2, 3, 4 minutes at a time.
Well,
you get 6 fouls, use them all.
Beat him up, rough him up, make everything hard on him. You have him sitting there, and Jay Crowder will play that role if you need him to. Oh, yeah. He don't care. Plus, he can shoot a little bit.
I think a guy that has to step up, and I have high hopes because he's a good kid, is Marjan Beauchamp. If he could step up and be a player, be a scorer.
Problem is, his scoring isn't the greatest, but he's a good defender.
Yeah, he's not a shooter. No. He's not like a pure shooter, but they did bring in, who was the sharpshooter they brought in? He's going to come off the bench. Beasley.
Curry. Oh,
Curry. Yeah, no. Curry's there.
Oh, Beasley was a good pickup too.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey, is that who you're thinking of for the Sixers?
Yeah, another guy. I think they should get rid of Harden personally. Get a bag of balls and get him out of town. You don't need a problem in your team. You have your stars, Embiid, and go put guys around him. Harden isn't a guy that can play around him. That's just not right.
I'm tired of talking about James Harden.
Well, I think Daryl's just doing it on purpose. He's like, you know what?
Oh, screw this guy.
F this guy. You know what? I'm going to make him.
Yeah.
I think he's
rolling his shit for a while.
I think he's fucking with Harden because I'll tell you why. Because he signed Kelly Oubre. No, listen, seriously. So he signs Kelly Oubre Jr., right? Played for Charlotte. Married Harden's ex-girlfriend.
Ooh.
So you can't tell me like Daryl's not fucking with them just a little bit.
They bring him in. So want to see some of my tape? Nope, you're signed.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Yeah.
Why? Never mind. Just get in here.
How much you want? 5 million? Here you go.
Yeah. Wait. Before I sign you, who's your wife again? Right. Okay, never mind. You're in.
How long before a punch?
You're saying he moved that pawn right in front of the queen. Is that what's happening?
And said, check.
Oh, you call me a liar? Kelly, come on.
Kelly. You know, and your wife's going to sit right in the front row next to me every game. Hey, Jimmy.
So what about the West? Is this our NBA
Denver's still the team.
We can spitball.
Until they get beat, they're still the team.
I like Golden State this year a little more just because they who they pick up in the offseason.
Wow, look at that limb Scott went on.
Yeah, well,
Golden State Warriors.
Because who they get in the offseason here. Chris Paul is going to he's going to stabilize it a little bit.
Because he fits there so well.
He'll be fine. He'll fit in.
Terrible trade.
I think the Spurs are sneaky.
I think they're going to flip him.
I think the Spurs might be sneaky.
You know who the Warriors have?
Who?
Steph Curry.
And they have a backpack, I heard.
They got a great backpack.
They don't have Jordan Poole.
Where'd he go?
Somewhere else.
Did Jordan Poole leave?
He was
got traded to Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For the Chris Paul deal.
He's going to be a big scorer this year. He's a fantasy scorer. That's what he is.
He'll be great for fantasy.
Ooh, we got that coming up a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, 23rd-ish,
right.
22nd.
Are we having a show still or no?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Are you in now, Tim?
Yeah.
Did we find the other player?
Yep. We got 12 again.
Do we like the Suns this year?
Yeah, they're going to score like 135 points and give up 133.
Yeah, I am a fan of the Suns.
Oh, they win then.
They're getting back to the old days with what's his name?
Nine
Wes
seconds.
Unseld?
No, D'Antoni.
Yeah, D'Antoni.
Yeah,
Mike D'Antoni.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, that's all for basketball, I guess. I mean, anything else to add about? Anything else to add?
It's going to be exciting.
Another team might be okay. I'm not just doing this to stroke Willie's ego, but Detroit, I think will be better.
They're
this year.
young. Yeah.
Detroit basketball.
They're going to be better than last year for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anybody can be better than last year's Detroit team.
Yeah.
We could sneak the Pistons in 8 seed maybe.
There's going to be a lot of parity this year because there's a lot of good young talent. I mean, San Antonio is still going to be young and they may improve a little bit, but it's got to gel. Portland's going to be a fun team to watch with all their youngsters. I mean, getting rid of Dame was probably. They should have did it sooner, but I think Miami overplayed their hand and they wouldn't give up the guy from UCLA, which I can't think of.
That's what they wanted?
No, I think that the number one pick, like Portland didn't like their draft picks.
Oh, okay.
Because I think Miami didn't have, they were too far out. So I think what Portland did for what they got for those two guys was outstanding. So,
yeah, they did a good job. They did a real good job, actually. I agree.
Right. So the Lakers had a good offseason. I think they're going to be right up there in the West again, you know. And really, Golden State will be back, but, you know, it's going to be...
Sacramento maybe again? They might be a team you might think to take a step back.
A little bit.
They played over their head last year a little bit.
Right. They just need to play defense. Yeah. That's, you know.
What about the underachieving Dallas Mavericks from last year?
Not enough depth with them. Like they're relying on two rookies, and it's hard for the rookies to come in and play well.
Holy crap! 3-0.
Let's go Diamondbacks.
So the other game ended 5-4. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right.
So was it halftime at the other game, at the football game?
Oh, there's a football game on?
It's close.
Oh no, it's 2 minute warning.
10-3.
It's October. Yeah. It's playoff baseball.
Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minute warning.
2 minutes?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, basketball is gonna be fun. So we'll get back to that again.
Okay.
You went back to football, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
So let's
talk about football.
Yeah, let's talk about football. Last 2 weeks NFL, we weren't around for. We were around for, but we didn't talk about them. So I guess we could talk about a few games 2 weeks ago that we probably went around for. Nothing non-important, but or nothing that. So a couple weeks ago, we missed out on, let's see, the big games. Obviously, you had the Eagles beat the Buccaneers 25-11 a few weeks ago. I'm trying to think of other games. The Bengals got their first win a couple weeks ago.
Son of a...
That's why we can't have nice things.
I'm trying to think what other big game. Oh, Broncos-Dolphins. That was a 70-20 game we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
Broncos put up 70 against the Broncos.
Oh, you're recapping a couple weeks now.
Just throwing in games that we missed, anything big, but there wasn't.
How about the Bears? Did they win yet?
Packers made a comeback that week against the Saints.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We weren't here for
that. The Seahawks. No, we don't care about that. And the Bears ended up losing the Chiefs that week. Niners beat up on the Giants, but that's about it for that week.
How about the Hackett Bowl?
That was awesome. I was all Paul Hackett on that one.
Right.
We had a 4-touchdown performance by McCaffrey.
Yes. Yep.
And then did Kittle have 4 or no? Kittle had 3.
Three, yeah.
Last night.
2 weeks ago, that'd be The Bears blew a 20 something to 7 lead.
Yeah.
Packers lost to the Lions that week.
Yeah, that was a beatdown.
Yeah, they looked so prepared.
Cowboys started the Patriots' demise last week, 2 weeks ago. Chiefs had a squeaker against the Jets. That was actually an entertaining game on Night Football last week. But yeah, that's about it from a few weeks ago. Now let's get to this week's past games. We'll go right.
Jeez.
We'll wait. Talk about C.J. Stroud.
Yes, hasn't thrown a pick in
177 pass attempts. Well, to start his career, basically.
So yeah, he broke a record, right? Is that?
Yeah,
it's
it's
set a record.
He's at 180 now, I think. Actually, yeah. So
you think Carolina's going to regret that, taking Bryce Young over him?
I don't know. It's so early to tell. I
It's
mean, I think that I don't know. It's hard to say the Texans have a better team because they were almost the worst team in the NFL last year by a game, basically. But Carolina was right there too, obviously. No, actually, Carolina had to trade up. They were actually halfway decent last year. They won 6 or 7 games or something because they traded up.
They only won like 4.
They won 6.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
They were 9
Wilkes,
pick, and
yeah.
the Bears traded.
What did the Bears? How many Bears went? 2, 3.
3.
Okay.
They have a tie with Houston, but the
Okay.
tiebreaker gave the Bears the pick. And I don't know. I mean, it's tough when you trade up for that pick. That is one thing. You have to make sure you take those 3, 4 guys. And that's why I wasn't a big fan of even the Bears if they didn't have a quarterback. That was a tough draft last year to pick a quarterback. It really was.
Yeah.
I think Richardson was the guy everybody was kind of going, I like his size and everything, but he's kind of not. And I saw it in action. I mean, I got kind of some grief in my fantasy league for not taking him in a rookie draft because I did take Bryce Young in my rookie draft, but only time I take Richardson, he's got the knock on him that he can't. He's real raw. So I mean, at times, but talked about this a few weeks ago. He's injured again.
Right. He's proven it this year.
He's
going
to be out 4 weeks now. It looks like or something.
Yeah, with that shoulder.
And that's not his fault. Obviously,
No, it's not his
shit
fault,
happens, but it's a shame. I mean, so I don't know, Tim. With your question, I don't know. It's tough because Stroud's look better,
right?
But what's their record? They got 2 wins,
right.
2 and 4, 2 and 3. I mean, they're in the conversation.
They should be 3 and 2.
Yeah, but like I said, unless you're winning games, numbers, nobody cares about your numbers.
Right.
I mean, it's nice to see, for a team though. It's nice to see your quarterback. At least he's doing what you drafted him for. You just think everybody catch up with him.
You can't regret it for another 2 or 3 years if you're going to regret it. You know what I mean?
I think now,
Vince Young won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, so did Robert Griffin.
Yeah,
I think.
Yes, he did. No, he definitely did.
So did Tim Tebow.
But I think it's a 2-year thing. I think
well deserved.
I think next year, when you're 2 years into an offense, about halfway through the next season, if you're not, you kind of look at it there. Second year, and with the same, hopefully they keep all the same people around them because it's tough when you change people on these kids.
You can't speak to it. I mean, you can talk from Phil's experience. You got no line.
But their line has played better the last 2 weeks,
right,
and it
it's
shows.
gotten better.
He's got his feet and gotten better, but when does that change? I mean, you played 2 teams. Denver's not a great team. I think Washington, I thought was better than they showed the other night, which is weird. You go on the road in a short week and you down. It's weird. I thought they were going to get smoked because of the travel.
The biggest problem I think was Philly lost they lost that tough game to Philly. They had a chance to win that game on the road. So I think that was it's a tough game to come back to, especially at home on a short week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the Bears had nothing to lose.
Right. The performance was good. I thought the Bears played great. I mean, yeah, Washington did play like shit.
Oh man, they looked like they were.
You're right on the hangover, really.
Yeah.
But
okay,
you got to take advantage of those situations, and the Bears did.
So we'll go through yesterday's. We'll go through yesterday's games real quick, and if you guys want to stop me for any little fun facts you might have in your head, let me know. Jaguars go 2-0 in London last week and beat the Bills 25-20. Trevor Lawrence 315 and a touchdown. Josh Allen 359 and 2 touchdowns. ATN had a really good game, 136 and 2 touchdowns, really 7 for 122. Kind of shows you what that offense can do when they're clicking. It didn't help. The Bills suffered 2 huge injuries, and Matt Milano being out for the year. And the defensive tackle, I don't know what happened to him, but he left the game too. So I don't know down the road that Milano's going to affect the Bills a little bit, I think, and that sucks for them. So Diggs had 8 for 121, 1 touchdown, and a broken iPad. That was his stat line. So anything about the 2-0 London Jaguars at home last week?
How's Ridley playing for them?
7 for 120. He had second week he was third week he was decent. Last week's he's been better.
Yeah, week 1 he scored a touchdown. I know that.
He had a great game week 1.
Only.
Yeah, 100 yards he had. Yeah,
it was a good gamble on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, speaking of gambling, let me ask you about the NFL and their stupid rules. I was talking to this in a few weeks, like last week, I think midweek, the NFL comes out with their new protocol for gambling, and if you get caught gambling, it's a 2-year suspension now. And then an hour later, they announced that Jameis Williams can come back 4 games into a 6-game suspension for gambling.
I know.
It was the weird.
I had to send it to you right away.
Wasn't it the weirdest thing you've ever seen in your life?
What was the explanation? Because he was a 6. He was supposed to be 6.
Well, if you bet on your team, is a 2-year suspension.
He didn't bet on his team though. They said
no.
But it's weird. You think it is, but I don't know. I don't care personally. I have him in a couple fantasy leagues, so I was kind of happy he got off suspension.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just weird to me that you set a rule like that, and an hour later, you're like, oh, by the way, you
pick off.
By the way, you can get off it. So anyway, we'll move on to another.
You're bad, but not that bad.
Yeah. Steelers Ravens played just an old school AFC North game, 17-10.
Yeah.
The game was 8-5 at one point, I think. It was just a crazy game. And I just not a fan. I picked Lamar Jackson in the fantasy league because he's the last quarterback that was that. I'm not a Lamar Jackson guy. I never have been, and I can't get behind it.
It's not going to happen with him.
So
I don't think.
I got a little tidbit down there. So with the 2 on Sunday, Lamar Jackson now has 11 turnovers in the fourth quarter, or overtime of 1-score games over the last 3 seasons. So there's 2 people below him, obviously. They both have, one's got 9 and one's got 8.
Fields is one, I bet.
Nope.
I'm surprised.
Dak?
Nope. Surprisingly. And one you will be surprised. He's on the West Coast with a coach that we think is on the hot seat.
Oh, Herbert?
Herbert's got 8 of them.
Okay, okay.
And then the other one.
How about Stafford?
No.
Okay.
Former, I don't think he's. Yeah, he's a former.
We lost another
commander.
Huh?
Former
Sam
commander
Howell.
quarterback.
Oh, former commander.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick.
No, he had a great little run in the playoffs.
Oh, Heineke.
Heineke. Yep.
Yeah.
He has 9.
Who's that?
Savage.
Okay. Lions beat the Panthers 42-24. It looked like it might have. Was that kind of like Sam Laporta's coming out party? Maybe.
Pretty much.
I liked it. Yeah. Laporta was one of my favorites to start the year, tight end and a rookie, and I love the guy. I only took him in like 1 or 2 leagues. I was scared because you get worried. You can't put your eggs in a rookie. But God, I wish I would load up on that dude. Montgomery only. What was the thing with Montgomery? A touchdown in his first 4 games. First time ever for a line running back.
Right. Hard to believe.
His first 4 though. So it's his first 4 games of the team. It's not like he's a rookie. It's just his first 4 games. But you think Jamal Williams might have been in that class because he scored a lot of touchdowns for them when he was there his first year, I thought. So, but he must not got
13,
4 in a row.
didn't he?
But must not got 4 in a row.
4 in a row, yeah.
Right. I see.
So you think about Barry and Billy Sims and
yeah, Billy the Sims. Yeah. Anything about that game, Willie?
No, surprisingly nothing because it was too much. It was lopsided. So
okay, Willie Sims.
So you slept through it?
Not me.
Falcons win a barn burner against the Texans, 21-19. Desmond Ridder had a great fourth quarter and a great drive. Kyle Pitts, there was a Kyle Pitts sighting. 7 catch for 87.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He showed up.
What's the Falcons' record?
3-2.
3-2. And last year they were sneaky too, weren't they?
Well, that division is so wide open.
Yeah.
Although Tampa Bay is playing a lot better than people thought they were going to play. Mayfield's playing. I give him credit. He's playing good enough to win games right now.
Yeah.
And that defense, like Tim said, I think a couple weeks ago, Tampa Bay's defense has always been good, but now they're kind of showing because have Brady with the offense that's taken all. Their defense is tough.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't lose anybody. That's why.
And this is the biggest surprise to me yesterday by far, this game. And then not because this team won, but the score. The Saints go to New England and win 34-0. That was unbelievable. It was one of the most unbelievable things I've seen all year, maybe in football. How does that happen? How does the Patriots lose 34-0 at home? I mean, I don't say losing is not the big deal.
Right.
It's just
the way.
Where did the scoring come from for the Saints?
Everybody but the Patriots.
I know.
Carr had 2 touchdowns. Kamara had a touchdown.
Yeah, Kamara had a good game.
I think there might have a defensive touchdown in the game too. Was there one? Okay. Oh, go ahead.
You got it.
And I've got some little tidbits here. So it's the first time Bill Belichick has trailed by 30 points at home in his head coaching career. That's including Cleveland.
Wow.
And then Mac Jones' first quarter interception was his 4th career pick, 6th thrown at Gillette Stadium. Okay. Gillette Stadium opened in 2002. That's as many as Tom Brady threw in his entire career there.
Yeah. What have they been outscored in the last 3 games too? Isn't it something like 50?
Well, 34.
They scored 3 points, right? It's like
they scored 3 last week. It was like 38. So that at home. I'm sorry, because they got beat by the Cowboys on the road.
Right.
So
no, the last 3 games they got shut out at Dallas too, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or 3. They scored 3 in Dallas, maybe.
Right.
But whatever. They got killed though, like 38 to something.
Yeah. Isn't it like 68 or 70 points in 3?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can't do that.
Okay.
The Carlson brothers.
I'm just watching Eric trying to suck down his beer.
This beer is it's wearing me out right now. Did you like it?
Yeah, I got some left.
And I cracked that one open, and of course, Tim shoots me down on it, and now Willie's got to drink it.
I'm sitting there like that. Go down.
Great. Now we got 2 drunkards.
If you don't like your beer, give it to Willie.
Yeah, it's a Willie. He's like Mikey. He drink anything.
It's just brutal.
Mikey Wilson will drink. He missed it.
It's too bad.
Cold hard.
Wow, we got a ball game.
Mikey Wilson will drink anything.
Even though I feel like the Raiders have been dominating the last.
I'm the better brother. I'm the better brother.
He looks nothing like them. Jesus Christ, looks just like them. It's crazy.
But
are they from
Gingers?
Are they Norwegian or something?
They gotta be.
They're Irish.
Hoota.
Carlson.
Bada-boop.
Oh, good day, mate.
You sound like you're from London.
I say.
Now that's a knife.
It's never too early. Oh, what the hell happened here?
We're not recording?
Was there an I say down in Kansas City?
There was a few.
That was That is the worst Sam Horn Leghorn impression I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
Yeah.
It sounds every time Ed does one, it sounds just like it. Every impression of Ed sounds like
Ed,
everything. Every accent that he does sounds like Foghorn. Is that where we're going with this? That's what we decided.
It does.
Did Glenn have to explain any jokes?
No, but Glenn had the best joke of the whole weekend.
But he didn't explain it after he told it.
No, he actually left it on our level.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You gonna share or no? Is it dirty?
One? My dad left me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell it afterwards.
Yeah, I'll talk about it after. Yeah. Anyway, the Giants lose.
If Ed was here, he'd tell it.
Yeah. The Giants lose. Oh man.
Pew, 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 pew.
The Giants lose to the Dolphins 31-16. Colts lose beat the Titans 23-16. The Titans tough season. Well, they're 2-3, but just the Titans are a weird team. Eagles hold on to beat the Rams 23-14. Oh, sorry, Willie.
Yeah, back up a little bit on the Dolphins Giants.
Yep, sorry, go ahead.
So Devon Achane, right?
Achane.
Not Chain, Achane. It has 3 straight games with 100 yards and a rushing touchdown. The only other rookies to do that in the last 35 seasons are whom?
Terrell Davis.
I'll give you the years.
Oh, that'd be easy.
2000.
Earl Campbell.
And 1989.
Barry Sanders.
Yes. 1989
and 2000.
Jamal Lewis.
How about Sean? No,
you did say the team was right when you said somebody. The Broncos.
Oh! Was it Willis McGahee?
No,
he played after him
in 2000.
Yeah,
Henry.
Nope.
Travis Henry. Yeah.
Travis Henry. Who was the other guy that was there? That 2000. So after
he was a rookie.
Broncos rookie.
Yeah. After Davis, then.
Oh yeah, it was after Terrell Davis. Duh.
Well, Davis,
90, because 96, 97, 98, he was there.
He started having the issues.
So who they bring in after? It was a rookie too. You said
that's why I thought rookie, it was Henry.
Only rookies to do that in the last 35 seasons.
Well, who? Okay, who you guys know?
Nah, I can't think of it.
No,
Mike Anderson.
Oh, Mike Anderson. Yeah. Reuben Drones. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. Bengals light up the scoreboard finally. Win 34-20 against the Cardinals.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yes.
Who's that?
Yeah, I was like, well, who is she?
She's the Brit off the show. No,
she sure is.
That's Steve.
Hey, Stevie.
Stevie.
Well, you got something for that game?
I do.
Yep,
I
go
do.
ahead. Flabbergasted right now. I don't know what happened. I blacked out.
So Jamar Chase is the 5th player in NFL history to record 15 receptions and 3 receiving touchdowns in a single game. He joins. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. 2 of them played for Seattle. 1 played for Jacksonville, and the other one.
Well, Jacksonville's Keenan McCardle.
Nope.
The other guy then.
Yep. Who's the other guy?
What the hell was his name?
Andre Rison?
No, remember it was Mark Brunell, Keenan
It's
McCardle.
real plain name.
Jimmy Smith.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
And then you got two.
I always miss the intros
Largent?
to these.
Was Largent one?
Yes.
And how about what was the stat? Was it
is the 5th player in NFL history to record 15 receptions and 3 receiving touchdown game in a single game.
How about Doug Baldwin?
No, it's DK.
When's a current player?
Oh, Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett.
Okay.
And the other one used to play for this. I think he did pretty well for the 49ers.
Jerry Rice?
Yes.
Oh, he did pretty well. that washed up fool.
That's right.
He was all right.
You see him in those commercials? He's trying to come back?
Those
What
are
the
great
hell?
commercials. Eagles win 23-4. I said that already. Eagles win. We're almost done with this. Jets beat the Broncos 31-20 in the
Hackett Bowl.
Hackett Bowl.
Which I was awesome to see.
That's
Really
pretty cool.
I liked it. Chiefs, another squeak out one more. Still winning games 4-1. Beat the Vikings 27-20. And the Bears beat the Commanders.
Well, Willie had his hand up.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, what has Patrick Mahomes done now since he beat the Vikings?
He's beat every single team in the league.
You're correct.
No, he hasn't.
Except for the Chiefs.
I was going to say.
Yes.
And Chiefs fans hope that doesn't ever happen.
No.
Yeah,
Didn't Favre did that, right? Favre beat every team.
Yeah, beat every team because beat the Packers, yeah.
Yeah, he's the 10th different starting quarterback to defeat 31 different NFL
That's an
franchises.
amazing stat because you really...
Brady, I'm assuming Brady
But
beat everybody.
he's the first to do it before the age of 30.
Yeah, he did it quickest.
It's amazing.
Ever, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Favre hanging on for that. It was his last season, and he still needed to. He never beat the Broncos in the regular season, and that was that overtime game where he hit Jennings on that big play, and then that capped it off, I think. But then they were like, well, he's never beaten the Packers. Sure enough,
They came back Monday night and
son of a bitch
beat the Packers.
Yeah.
Was that a Monday night game? That was a Monday night game, right? The Vikings.
He swept the Packers his first
He
year.
never lost to him.
No, the next year we swept them.
Oh, I thought he was gone after a year, but he wasn't.
Yeah, he was there for 2. Remember, the second year was a debacle.
Dud.
And the roof caved in that year. Remember?
Oh,
That was when the roof caved in.
yeah.
The whole Viking season was a complete
Shit show.
just a shit show.
Was that the? Oh yeah, because the end of the
But
year.
they weren't even playing there. They played at TCF.
That's the year that's when Corey Wooten ended Favre's career. The last game of the year, the
Yeah.
Bears were playing there. The Bears were already in the playoffs, which is what they say, and they were just playing. And he dropped back, and Corey Wooten took him,
Mhm.
and which now would have been he body slammed him. Favre never played again.
Yeah,
and not that
remember him.
I think he was planning on retiring anyway. I think he got a concussion and stuff too. I think he was quarterback in that game, right?
Yeah.
When he played in Minnesota, the Gopher Stadium.
Yeah.
And the scary thing about that is the NFL cares about injuries
Player
so much.
safety, yeah.
That field was not built to play in weather under 40 degrees
Mhm.
because it had no heaters on it, so the field was frozen. It was like a rock.
Yeah, because it's
it's a
done.
college
It's
stadium.
done in
Yeah.
November.
So it wasn't like the pro stadiums where they have heat going underneath them. So basically, they're throwing these pros there. Hey, go play out there. It was like, I guess you read articles. It was like concrete. The field. It was like hard as a rock.
playing on asphalt.
Yeah, it was like minus 10 degrees. It was like concrete.
It's a Minnesota
Hockey starts
move.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. God, you get to see the didn't that do for the Blackhawks? Like he's been doing okay. He's been doing
Bedard, yeah, he's doing all right.
Okay. Oh, let's go see it. We were talking about seeing a Blackhawk game.
I'm in.
We have to go check
Let's
it
go
out.
see it. Let's go to a Golden Knights game
I'm in.
Vegas.
I've been to one.
You have.
Me and Glenn last year.
Look at you and Glenn do everything.
He
together.
didn't say
Well,
golden showers.
We were there for bowling.
Yeah, I'll bet you were.
We saw them play with Blackhawks. Actually, it was weird.
Golden
Jesus.
All right, have another sip, Willie.
The Bears beat the Commanders 40-20, and the Niners beat the Cowboys
Close game.
42-10.
Close game.
Yeah,
It
I think
wasn't
they-
that close.
I think they covered.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So that was it for that. Packers playing right now. Down at halftime.
That's terrible.
There's a Golden Knight right
So
Oh, Manuel Mosley out for the Lions.
He
There goes
tore
their season.
it's on his
His-
right
his
knee.
other
Last
knee.
year was
Yep.
yeah.
So let's talk about next week's games real quick, or
Right.
this week's. We'll do our picks. Let me find some.
Who's playing in London?
I think it's no. Is it a week off or no?
They're going to Germany next, aren't
Oh,
they?
Germany. Yeah. Yep.
Deutschland.
And we've done that before. Germany.
So
We should
3
go.
in London and 2 in Germany.
Nothing in Mexico City.
Wow. So the Packers were favored all week, and now the Raiders were favored when the game started.
They
was
were.
that right?
It turned
They must.
yesterday.
The Packers were favored though. all
They're
week.
favored by 1.5. Now
It
they're
just flipped by a point.
Flipped,
Then.
yeah.
Not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, things happen in that city.
because Jimmy G.
I'm surprised.
That's right.
I'm surprised a lot of Packer fans out there that number one went to like 3 for the Packers.
Yeah, with all the
Think about it. I
yeah,
mean, they're loading up on them.
it's just loaded.
Well,
That's what I heard about at the Vikings. There was a ton of KC fans there. Just people were shocked how many
Mhm.
people were there. Was there
Yeah.
a lot of Bears fans in Kansas City?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
It was a good amount, decent amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably all 25%, I'd say.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because the
So
Chiefs
teams that travel well.
Chiefs are a good team, so it's hard. A lot of people don't probably give their tickets. It was a loud stadium.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the loudest stadium I've been to. Maybe it'd be up there. I mean, I think the loudest time I've ever been was when I went to Bradley Center. The Bucks were in the playoffs the year with Big Dog and all them.
Yeah.
You couldn't even hear yourself talk.
Yeah.
But that's closed. That's closed. Open air. It was Rick had his decibel thing out, and it got up to like 115 when they introduced Mahomes.
That's what they always say about Arrowhead, even before he was there.
And
Arrowhead's always been a loud stadium.
And big picture, I wanted to see it'd be better to see a close game at the end where the crowd's really into it.
Yeah.
Like you see how loud it really gets, because there's a thing in the billboard we saw, the decibel level got to 142.6 at one point. I don't know if I believe that.
Seattle?
Yeah. No, at Kansas City.
Is there something within the layout of the stadium that makes it so
It's
loud?
It's built like Seattle kind of. It's got that bowl shape and an open end, right? Because the end. Oh no, it's not open at all.
No.
So it's but it's old. It's nothing. It's just been updated. It's not a new stadium. It's a nice stadium though. Big walkways. The tailgating situation was incredible.
Unreal. Yeah.
Open fields all around. Tailgating we got there at about 2.5 hours, 3 hours for the game.
Yeah.
It was just a sea of cars.
Just fields though, no like bars and restaurants, just open fields.
We actually stopped, and a group of guys started talking to us, and we had a couple beers with them.
Right.
They stopped. Hey, wait.
We were offered food, but someone said no too soon.
Who said no?
I think Ed did.
Yeah, guy offered us tacos, or was it gyros?
No, you offered us pulled pork.
Yeah. Oh, the guy offered us pulled pork. I said, "What'd you guys say?" No. What? Don't be my spokesman for food.
Right.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah. Me and Tim were like,
and it was Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could use that too. Nice.
Did Glenn wear Dolphins jersey to the game?
No.
He's not that guy.
No one got to wear any other their own team stuff other than the Bears fans.
Wait. Well, they were playing.
I know.
What's your feeling about that?
I
would just because you know what? I'll tell you a story.
I know the story. You told the story
about who?
St. Martin.
Oh, I did tell you the story.
Yeah.
He wore the Packers shirt to the Lions. I went to the Rams Colts game.
Yeah, I saw.
That was another thing. It was cool.
You were texting.
Cool stadium.
Did you wear Bears?
No.
Stuff? You just wore what?
I'm
trying to think if I've ever done that. I don't think
I have. When I went to Nashville last year for the Colts Titans game, I wore a Packers.
I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to wear it for some fact. Like the Packer thing, you're going to a Bear thing, so I don't.
I would
never wear Bear stuff to Lambeau Field to go see a game.
I've wore Bucks clothing to
probably get beat
up.
Last
year I went to the Suns Clippers game. I wore a Bucks pullover. But I don't know if I would do it with the Packers. I don't know. I mean, it's just.
I mean, I guess
people are more crazy. NFL fans are way more crazy.
The only thing that was kind of, it's only because they're playing the Bears, so Bears fans are probably not me, but other Bears fans might talk.
Yeah, but there were Packer jerseys and stuff there,
and people were saying shit to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. You passed out anyway.
You passed out at the KC game?
No, he didn't. No.
Did anybody?
No. We had a few beers. We didn't. Nah. It was a mild day. We got some food after.
It was hot. What are you talking about? It was fucking hot.
Did you drive back the next day?
Did you wear
jeans?
We
came on Monday, yeah. No, we all wore shorts, thank God.
Did you wear jeans?
And I brought a dark jersey and I wore it. It was it was like 84. But second half, we got the shade.
Right.
It was nice.
The seats were good in the end zone?
Yeah, we were 10, 11 rows up there. Good seats.
Yeah, it was nice corner. We could hear shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We heard some stuff. We'll tell you later. Some other stuff we heard from behind us.
Yeah.
It's not even suited for podcasting.
No.
You heard something from behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Not your first time.
Well worth it.
Yeah. So we'll let you know about that.
Yeah. Worth it.
That's a teaser for after the show.
Right.
That's our after show.
Well, let's wrap it up. Let's go.
Anywho, so let's talk about next week real quick. Okay, next week we start off Chiefs Broncos. Broncos getting 10.5 at the Chiefs Thursday night football.
Chiefs and the points.
Yeah.
Chefs.
Okay, Chiefs also. Ravens -3 at the Titans. I'm going to take the Ravens on a bounce back here. I hate taking home. I don't like picking against home dogs, but Tennessee right now just doesn't seem like their ship's righted.
Who's a home dog? Tennessee?
Tennessee's +3.
I'm taking Tennessee as a dog.
I like Baltimore just because they got to get it right.
Yeah.
Those teams Titans are a good team to get healthy against, maybe.
Those teams are similar, though, where they're back and forth. You don't know what you're going to get each week.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take the Ravens.
I'm going to go with the Ravens because the reason the Ravens lost last week is their wide receivers. They dropped 5 passes.
They did too. You're right.
Not going to happen again.
It better not.
And Lamar Jackson threw a terrible pass at the goal line.
Oh, at the end there.
God awful.
But you know what? He's pressing. These guys, he had to press.
Could they have kicked a field goal there to tie it or take the lead there? Maybe.
possibly.
Or tack on whatever.
Or kneel down.
Panthers at the Dolphins. Panthers getting 13.5.
Nope. Dolphins.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dolphins.
I like
You saw what the lines did.
I like the Panthers with the 13.
with the 13.5. I think the
I
Dolphins win by 20.
Yeah, probably you're right.
Yeah.
Colts +4 at the Jaguars.
No Richardson, right?
No Richardson,
I
but
like the
Gardner
Jags.
Minshew.
And the Jags are actually at home.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
they're
going to take the Jags.
Actually, I think they're playing in
I'm taking
Australia
the Colts
this week.
because of the jet lag.
It's a little foggy right
I don't
now.
know. I'm gonna take the Colts. No, I'm taking the Jaguars just because the Anthony Richardson. Oh, Gardner Minshew's the magic man. I'm telling you guys.
Yeah, he is.
Vikings Bears getting 2.5 at home against the Vikings. I'm gonna take the Vikings just because
Bears will cover.
Their defense is a little better.
2.5. I'm going to take the Vikings.
Yeah, I think the Vikings can outscore them. That's
The Bears are a home dog.
Yep.
I'm going to take the Bears in this one.
Okay.
Bears.
Okay.
Bears.
Saints -1.5 at the Texans.
Saints.
Yes, you like Saints?
Yeah, I like the Saints.
Yeah, Saints all day.
I think I like the Texans +1.5 at home.
No, that's not enough.
Willie?
Texans.
Niners.
Yes.
At,
yeah.
At the Browns.
You had me at Niners.
-5. I think that is the lock of the week.
Yeah.
I'll give 5 points to Cleveland if I'm the 49ers, and I hope Deshaun Watson starts.
Because even if it's
just so we can beat him up for 3 hours, because he will. I'm just saying. Although Cleveland's defense
is tough.
very good.
Yeah.
Cleveland's defense is in the same situation right now.
It's not even going to be within 10.
They're kind of in the same situation as the Jets are. Their defense is really good, but their offense is. Although the offense for the Jets is, we'll talk about it in a second. But so you guys all like the 49ers?
Yeah, I mean, even the Browns would hope to be within 10.
What the hell is with all the smoke?
I think they have a halftime.
That's what I was. I'm like,
Black,
it's really foggy.
Black Sabbath play, smoke in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, wrong band.
I know.
That's deep purple.
Deep purple.
So
yeah,
Niners -5. We all agree.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Seahawks +2.5 at the Bengals. So 2.5 point favorites. The Bengals at home.
The Bengals are. I think the Bengals are going to get hot.
Have they righted the ship?
Yeah, I think so.
But isn't Chase who's hurt? Jefferson's hurt for the Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Chase
who's
is
hurt?
not hurt.
It doesn't goes off course, but Devin Ashan or whatever you called him, he's being evaluated for a knee.
Uh-oh.
I saw
for the Dolphins, right?
Yeah. And also, don't forget, Richardson's out. We talked about that.
Right.
But Jefferson, they said a hamstring. He's probably going to be out in the timeline. They have no idea.
Right. And Jamar Chase is healthy, right?
Yes.
Okay. I kind of like. I don't
It's
know.
tough because the Seahawks.
You never know what Seahawks team you're going to get.
Pete Carroll, love him or hate him, he knows how to coach a football team.
Right.
He does. They know what to do.
And he knows how to chew gum.
Yes. Ooh.
And he's very enthusiastic.
Yes.
He likes to run around.
You see the cheerleaders hold him up at halftime. He's up there doing the hand.
That's what Viagra will do for you guys.
And he's like, what, 88, right?
No, I think it's like 72.
72, yeah.
He's just, him and Belichick are like close within 3 years.
And Pete Carroll just looks like he's
Yeah.
I do like Pete Carroll too, because he interviews, he talks, he's
right.
He doesn't like, well, Belichick's Mr. Tight-Lip, but
we got to start over.
Pete Carroll, he's a nut job, and sometimes he bugs you, but I don't mind the guy.
What do you mean by start over? Start over.
Yeah, start over. It's like just start over.
Start over.
Yeah.
So who do you like? We like the
Bengals.
Bengals? I'm gonna go with the Bengals too.
I kind of like this. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Okay.
Where's the game?
Sea Chickens.
Cincinnati.
I'm gonna go with the Bungles.
And just so you know, we have a lot of rain moving through the Midwest this week.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a lot of rain, so they might be getting the rain there in Cincinnati too. So you never know.
So like they don't know how to play in the rain in Seattle.
Oh, there's a pick.
Ooh.
Fuckity fuck. Every time I look over, which has been all night, it's hard not to look at you.
So,
wow.
Especially on his birthday, he's glowing tonight, isn't he?
And we're having a
Damn.
Whoa. FC. Every time I look away,
the Falcons are 2.5 point favorites at home over the Commanders.
49ers.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
I do like the Falcons this year. I don't think I picked them at the beginning of the year, but
I think their defense
sneaky.
is underrated.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the mustache on that Smith guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
mustache rides for
the
$4 for $1.
Coach.
What a terrible throw that was. Patriots.
Let's go.
At the Raiders.
Let's go. Let's go.
Patriots -3.
Raiders.
I'm sorry. The Raiders -3. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
At Vegas.
Still,
At Vegas?
Still Raiders.
I don't know if there's anything in the sight for the Patriots. I don't.
Yeah.
They might be the worst team in the NFL.
So I'm going to take the Raiders. Whoever -3. Who else?
Bailey Zappi.
Who else wants to buy the Raiders?
I got the Raiders.
Raiders.
49ers.
Garoppolo's just going to go, hey.
Rams -6.5 at home versus the Cardinals.
I'll take the Cardinals in 6.5.
6.5.
That's a lot.
I don't know what the Rams are this year.
Cup's back.
Cup's back.
Well, he was back last week.
And
they lost.
Their receiver Zaza Pachuli's playing pretty good.
Luka Doncic.
Paka Nukui, whatever his name was.
Puka Doncic.
Puka. Paka Nukui. I'm going to go. I agree with Tim. The Cardinals and the points I'll take.
Puka
What was the points again?
Puka's the next
6.5.
Chase Claypool. That's what Puka is.
I'll take the Cards.
He works harder.
Who do you like, Cards or Rams?
I like the Rams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lions at the Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Lions -3.
Bucks.
-3.
I like the Buccaneers.
I still like the Lions.
I think Aiden Hutchins going to have 2 sacks and another interception.
See the pick he had this week?
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a tight end out there. There's one hand.
Defensive player of the year so far?
He's up there.
I think so.
Micah Parsons gets.
But Parsons,
Micah Parsons lost some points last night.
Lost a little bit.
He did. He did.
He didn't play well last night.
He didn't play well the previous game either.
Yeah, and Trent Williams ate him up last night.
Good,
yeah.
man.
You like the Lions?
Lions, yeah.
I'm going to take the Lions also on the
Fuck
road.
you guys.
Eagles,
Okay.
Jets. Eagles.
Jets.
-6.5 at the Jets. Jets are getting plus 6.
I don't care
They're a
about the
6.5 point dog.
I don't care about the 6.5. I'm taking the Eagles.
Ooh. 6.5 is a lot
That's
at
nothing.
home. As a home dog, I'll
This
take
is-
the Jets in 6.5.
Eagles.
This is my second lock of the week. The Jets.
Wow,
Plus
look at you.
6.5.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson's been playing better. He's had 2 good games, 2 solid
you
games
know
in a
what?
row. He
You
really
would've
got a
been-
point there because you know what?
It
Brees
would have been
Hall-
nice.
And Brees Hall's back. They're playing
It would have been nice if he would have threw a touchdown pass. That would have been nice.
fantasy.
My touchdown only where I couldn't start Deshaun Watson.
Fantasy much?
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
Fantasy's just a
okay,
joke.
after this is over, I have a question. So
Yes. Okay. Well, okay. Bills -14. Giants visiting them.
Bills.
I gotta take the Bills too.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor revenge game, but because Danny Dimes is out,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, not
right.
for sure, but he's still gonna take the Bills.
he's out.
Okay.
I'm taking the Bills.
Will
You
he?
got to because it's
Cowboys Chargers.
Chargers.
+2.5 at home. Getting 2.5 at home.
Chargers.
Wait, do that again. Say it again.
Chargers at home +2.5.
Herbert's got a broken finger though,
and the
right?
Cowboys.
Is he going to play with a broken finger?
Yeah, it's on his
His non-throwing hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Chargers.
I'm gonna. I'm a huge fan of Chargers, but I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I think this is a game they have to win after last week's. They have to look better this week, or a lot of guys are in trouble.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Jaguars.
Is Romeo Dobbs playing tonight?
I don't know. I haven't seen
Because I needed 5 points out of him to win my fantasy game, and I have 0 right now.
him. Okay.
So is he? You haven't seen him
I
at
haven't
all?
seen him.
So what was your question, Tim?
So Minnesota goes into this game, loses to Chicago. Zach Wilson plays okay. Do the Jets trade for Captain Kirk for the second half of the season? If they're
I don't. If Zach Wilson, who they play, we said. I'm sorry, I forgot already. And I took him though.
Philly.
If Zach Wilson, they beat Philly, and Zach Wilson's part of the reason they will not trade for nobody. Because that Philly is one of the better defenses, obviously. And I think if he goes and has a good game, that is the reason they win. Part of it. I don't think they dump him.
No,
I don't. I really don't. And Cousins is in the final year of his contract, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think Cousins might get traded for the end of the year, even if they win to beat the Bears. I don't think it matters. I mean, they're on the opposite side of last year. They're losing close games now, which happens in this league. I mean,
So
I think every game they've lost has been by one score. I think they said this year. So
who are the teams that you think are done as far besides like the Bears, Panthers?
I don't know. It's
Patriots.
Patriots might be done.
You think the Patriots start selling off?
Depends what they have in contracts. So Bill Belichick will. If there's 1 year guys, he's trading them all. He's getting rid of them all.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Well, when you say done, they just haven't. They're not making the playoffs. Like, are the Texans going to make the playoffs?
Texans don't own.
I don't know.
See, the whole
man.
thing with the Texans though, they don't own their draft pick,
Mm-hmm.
so they're not losing anything.
They
By
don't.
playing
Who they lose it to?
Arizona.
Oh yeah, and apparently Panthers the same situation.
But even if, well, even so,
But if you can gain draft picks, like getting an extra second or third rounder,
Right.
you'd probably do it just to get more picks. But
I can't think of any veterans on the Texans that are playing that's taking up playing time for a young player.
They got Tunsil there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's one guy right there.
Yeah,
right.
I think he'd be trade bait just because of the contract and where he is in age, and he won't be around if that team starts getting better in the next couple of years.
Right.
Obviously,
that's why I was kind of
Giants. Are they done?
They're done. If Danny Dimes is hurt and he's going to miss more than 4 games, they're done. That's a team that.
Yeah, but who would be tradable there?
The Giants,
not Saquon.
It's just you got to look at their. I don't know what contracts are. They got a couple good young linemen, but you're not going to trade good young linemen,
right?
No.
And they don't have. I don't think they have a lot of veteran linemen, so I don't.
There we go.
I'm not sure.
There's Dobbs. He's on top.
I saw him finally. Yeah, I'm like, he is playing.
Dobbs is on top.
0 point. It'd be nice if he was.
And the line changed too when Aaron Jones wasn't going to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Bakhtiari is done for the year. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I think it hurt us too, because I thought he would come back and he would be traded by the end of the month.
Yeah, I think they
did not handle that well.
Bakhtiari lost that love and feeling.
Instead of drafting more offensive linemen, they should have got a couple because they knew he was going to make the year. There's no way he was going to play the whole year.
Right.
He hasn't played in years. Really? I mean, consistently.
You know what you blame on that is stupid doctors.
Here comes.
You know what? You can tell.
Yeah.
You take X-rays.
Damn medical degrees.
Yeah.
Ain't worth nothing.
Should we do the Ferentz watch?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear the Ferentz watch. Kurt Ferentz watch, guys, brought to you by.
Yeah. And actually, I did some more investigating as well. So the Ferentz watch, we're at. So I found a website. The Iowa Hawkeyes need to score 325 points total for the season. They're at 131, so they're averaging 21.83 points a game.
And they were shut out this week, correct?
They were shut out this week by Penn State.
Yuck.
However, misinformation for the fact that it's not Kurt Ferentz that gets fired. It's Brian Ferentz' contract doesn't get renewed.
His kid.
His kid.
Yeah.
So
the offensive coordinator, correct?
Right.
Correct.
So
what is the average that they need to score?
They need to average 25 points a game for Brian to keep his job, to have his contract renewed.
So now we're behind because of 0 points this week.
Right. He's at 20. Yeah, they scored 131 points through 6 games, just 21 points.
Do we happen to know who the rest of their schedule is?
They play Wisconsin next.
Okay.
Well, there they go.
Right.
Well, they are
get healthy.
Yeah, I wonder if they play Ohio State or anything like that.
Actually.
Or Michigan.
I don't think they play Michigan this year.
Who's Michigan?
Boy, did you look at Michigan's schedule for next year?
Is Michigan the new number one?
No.
I thought someone on the CBS Sports poll, CBS Sports line put him at number one over Georgia.
I think they did. There's some team because they've had more.
Georgia had a tough game again this week.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
But they won. I mean, that's why I'm like, you win. I mean,
you win, you got to stay there.
I thought the Georgia game was a blowout.
I don't think this week it was.
All the games I was watching Saturday.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was last week.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michigan's was more of a blowout
than
Georgia's was. Maybe.
Oh yeah, Georgia. That game was so disappointing. The Georgia-Kentucky game because Kentucky fucking put it on Florida the week before.
They were like number 20 or something like that. Or
Yeah.
number 50. Yeah, 20, I think it was.
So the next 6 games for Iowa is Wisconsin, Minnesota, Northwestern, Rutgers, Illinois, and Nebraska.
Ooh,
Rutgers
there's
is
points.
tough.
There's points there. Points to be had.
Nebraska could be a shootout.
Yeah.
Illinois
could be a scoring game.
Illinois is better than people think.
Is it
so
Illinois?
young.
Is it at
It doesn't
Illinois?
say where.
Oh, okay.
It just says
Is that
Wisconsin,
Illinois,
Minnesota.
then?
Rutgers is better. I mean, with Shano. Yeah, and here's their projected points for the next 6 games: 16 against Wisconsin, 20 against Minnesota, 27 versus Northwestern, 26 versus Rutgers, 19 versus Illinois, 21 versus Nebraska, and they've got their bowl game in there at 25, and they're still at 290 for the projection. So
the bowl game counts,
I guess.
Sure, it does.
It has to, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. I'd make sure that was.
So if let me ask you a question. So if they're in a bowl game, and there's 2 minutes left in the game, and they're up 35-0, and they need a touchdown first, are they going to go for it?
Hey, you know that guy's dialing up his favorite play.
Job keeper.
Right.
Can you blame him?
Yeah, whatever.
You got to do what you got to do.
Do you have birthdays this week?
I do have birthdays.
Birthdays?
Birthdays.
Oh, shit.
Which button do I push?
That's what she said.
Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is the day. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday, dear someone today.
And guess what, Scott? It's your birthday.
Yes, sir. Yep.
69. Oh, sorry.
Ding.
51.
That's what I thought he was.
No. I got 50. I'll run right on you. That's always one off.
Ooh, Blackhawks are on tomorrow.
Ooh, against the Penguins.
Opening night. I can't believe it.
All right.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Let's do this.
Everybody's favorite Christmas vacation guy, Chevy Chase.
Oh.
Tim, you can start up.
81.
73.
77.
80.
God
Wow.
damn it.
What'd you say, 81?
I did say 81.
He's a dick.
He's
by the
old.
way.
I heard he was.
Ornery old fuck. Sorry.
I heard he's kind of.
Every young boy's hot woman on the
Betty White.
Ghostbusters,
Oh.
Sigourney Weaver.
Ooh.
Yeah, never really.
Never saw much with her.
I'm up, right?
Yep.
She's
More of a
gotta
Gina
be in
Davis
her
fan. You ever see The Long Kiss Goodnight?
65.
66.
68.
74.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I was going
Yikes.
off air.
Long Kiss Goodnight with her and Samuel L. Jackson's a very good movie. Very underrated.
Was Sigourney?
No, Gina Davis.
Gina
Oh.
Davis, was that the one that was with Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah. In The
Yeah,
Fly.
yes. Yeah.
She was married to him?
She was married to him.
And they also were in The
And
Fly,
she,
right?
She was Archer in the Olympics.
That's
was
right.
Davis.
Yeah.
Well, she's very tall, right?
Yeah, she's very tall.
She's long.
She was in League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lori
She's the catcher.
Petty.
She's the catcher. Yeah. Me.
Angus T. Jones.
Who the fuck is that?
He was a kid in 2.5 Men.
Oh, I'm gonna say he's 31. I never watched this show, so
Oh, you're after me, aren't you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you watch that show?
Yeah.
I just recently started
25.
watching it a little bit. I was going to say 24.
30.
What the hell
What did I
you
say? 31.
Oh,
31.
31.
Robert Wool.
Oh, Robert Wool. Arliss.
Arliss.
Great show.
Oh, I kind of remember.
Did you ever watch Arliss?
Then he was in
I
the
did. Bull
Police
Durham,
Academy.
He was the coach in Bull
Yeah,
Durham.
he was one of the
What do we got here? A bunch of lollygaggers.
Yeah.
Candlesticks. I think Candlesticks are a really good wedding gift.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Arliss was a great show, though. Fan. So, Tim, it's you. Robert Wool. Bobby Wool.
63.
67.
It's going to be like 48. Ooh.
You said what?
67.
What'd you say, Tim?
63.
Damn, I'm going to say it's...
So tempting. Do it.
73.
72.
Ooh.
Oh,
Dang it.
Oh.
nice.
Watch this. I'm surprised he didn't throw a flag.
Yeah, that was.
He didn't
late.
put his body weight on him.
All right.
Don't matter.
Just
Did
his
he hit him in the
elbow.
face? No, doesn't matter.
All right.
Man, I didn't see any flags.
And all these people, their birthday is today, right
Okay.
now.
So
Today
is
is your
my
birthday.
day?
Yeah,
Today is your
Robert Wool is.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then Sharon Osbourne.
Oh.
Sharon Osbourne.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's mine,
It's,
isn't it?
it's Eric's, yeah.
I didn't start last time.
You
Oh,
didn't?
Yeah, Robert Wool.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So, Sharon, you're up.
Sharon. She's 80. Are you looking for the bell? No.
You looking for the bell? You looking for the bell?
She's younger than that, right?
I think.
You can't ask that question.
I'm going to say
Oh, that's Scott.
74.
77.
71.
God
Ooh, I was
damn.
9 years. Nine
times.
9.
years off.
Who's up?
Me.
Scotty.
Tony Shalhoub.
Really? He
Is that my guy in Marvelous Mrs.
Monk.
Maisel?
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
He was in
Monk.
Isn't he from Wisconsin?
Yes. In fact, he did a play.
He's
up
from Fond du Lac.
They did that movie up in Door County.
He's from the Fond du Lac.
Yeah, yeah.
And so is Marvelous Mrs.
63.
Maisel from Wisconsin as well.
65.
Do I get a turn?
It's me first.
Oh.
63.
I said 65. Tim said 63.
I say 68.
70.
Damn.
Damn.
Who guesses 68? Come on.
You might as well go all in.
Yeah.
Scott Bakula.
That is
Bakula.
67.
Quantum Leap, and he was the quarterback in that one movie.
North Texas State.
Yeah.
What did you say?
It was you.
67.
Oh, yep, that's what you said.
Why would you say 67? That's just mean.
I'd probably say it if I were you.
65.
Dick.
Do it. It's your birthday. Come on.
68.
69.
Oh, why?
I get 69 every week. At least I get one. Oh, I quit.
Jay Peterman. John O'Hurley.
Oh, John O'Hurley. And who guessed first last time?
I don't know who this is.
You guessed Shaloub first, right?
Yeah.
And then so it's you.
Who? And give me a hint on who he is.
Jay Peterman in Seinfeld.
He was
Yeah,
the boss.
okay,
Elaine's
yeah.
boss.
Elaine's
Okay, I
boss.
got you. I got
Yeah.
that. Okay. Peterman. 80.
65.
71.
69.
God damn it.
What a dick. Why would you do that? He seemed so much older during that show. Like he was in his 60s during
yeah,
that
he
show.
looked really old.
Remember he had the cake? What was that cake that he put in the fridge?
John
and
F.
Elaine-
Kennedy's wedding cake.
Yeah, Elaine ate it.
Oh, you know what happens to cream frosting when it ages?
Shit.
You're about to find out.
So from
Oh, yes.
That's Dobbs.
No, it's Watson.
Oh, it is Watson.
Go, boy.
Oh, it's a horse collar.
No. You can't do that.
yes, he got
You
it.
can't do that. That's just wrong.
I had to.
Wait,
No,
a 24 on the Raiders?
Peters. He's mad because someone blew coverage. He's the safety.
Isn't that Woodson's number when he was in
Yeah,
the Raiders?
yeah.
Can't wear
They
that.
might have a ring of honor though. They might not have a number retirement.
Mm.
They may have a ring of honor.
They might have too many numbers.
They
retired
do. They
already.
do have a ring of honor thing there, so it's not numbers. That's what all teams should do. Screw them. You should do a ring of honor.
Yeah.
Numbers are dumb to retire.
Right.
Someone blew coverage. That guy right there in the orange shoes did. You can tell.
Pink shoes?
Yeah. Watch. Yep. That's not his.
Oh, jeez.
That is not. That is not his.
That was so blatant.
3 guys on one guy on the side. That is
And
not
then that's just.
Peter's like, screw it. I got no choice. I got to pull him down.
Right.
I'm at the 1 yard line now.
Yeah. Okay.
So all those people from Robert Wool to John O'Hurley, birthday was today. Your birthday buddies.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. So we got David Lee Roth.
127.
I think it is you too.
It is you.
Yeah, because I did. Who did Peterman first?
I did Peterman.
Oh, that's
no.
me.
Wait, no.
You did.
I
Because
did
you had to
okay.
ask who he was.
So does
Yeah.
me. I will say for David Lee Roth. Wow.
Yes.
I'm gonna say he's
Just a gigolo.
70.
I'm
Was
an
he
ice
70
cream
though?
man.
I don't know. Yeah, he's pretty old. I'm gonna say 73.
I'm going to say 70.
I'm going to go ahead and jump. What'd you say?
73.
76.
69.
Motherfucker.
This guy, I'm so sick of him right now. And his birthday's today.
Today is your birthday.
Today is your birthday.
What is happening here? You give the ball to Oh, it was
They
Dylan.
did twice.
Did it get twice?
I would have went play action that second time, but that's just me to tight end.
So Tim Mario Lopez.
Oh, no, it's Tim. Yeah, it's Tim. Yeah, you're right, Tim.
Mario
Sorry.
Lopez from
Saved by the
Saved
Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Entertainment Tonight.
No.
Is it Entertainment Tonight? Though?
Yeah.
In front of Universal Studios all the time.
52.
Ooh, good guess. Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
I want to say he's 49.
60. He's got to be 69. There's no way he's not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna say he is.
There's Dobbs.
Threw his hat.
Dobbs is
He
right
threw
there.
his hat.
Because he was
This
out
is
of bounds.
bounds.
Like 4 yards. Someone probably pushed him though, but got away with it.
Right.
Ah man. You said 49.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 50. Boom.
Is that the first point
Yeah,
of this
First
game?
point. First point of the game.
And that's your ball game. That was worth 6. Let's get out of here. No, I was kidding.
Wow.
It's your Eric.
I don't even know the name, but I'm going to guess.
Kiss on my list.
You're from London.
You sound like you're
Daryl Hall.
Holy Christ.
Man,
Fake.
He's the one with the mustache, right?
No, that's Oates. I know. Oates. That was a great band. I saw him
Daryl
on
and
Plug one time.
Friends. He does that Daryl and Friends thing where he brings people in and they
Daryl's
jam
house?
together.
Is that
Daryl's house.
That's
I'm
Run
sorry.
DMC. That's not Daryl.
What?
Is that Run
No,
DMC?
Yeah.
Daryl's house.
Whose house? Run's house.
Yeah, but he's talking about, who'd you say?
Daryl Hall.
Yeah, talking about Hall and Oates.
Right.
Yeah.
But you guys talking about Run DMC.
No, we were talking about
Daryl's
Hall.
house.
Daryl Hall.
Daryl Hall does that?
Yeah.
This is.
Are you sure it wasn't Run DMC, Daryl?
No, that's
He did a show like that.
Whose house? Run's house.
Yeah, that's Run DMC.
Yeah. Christmas in Hollis.
Yeah, but
You guys are messing with me now. I don't know what's going on.
I want to
here.
say he's 65.
65.
Yeah, 65.
What are you? Please, Liza Minnelli now? He's 65.
Mary,
Wait,
why
okay.
you're bud.
So wait,
I
let's go
wanted
back.
to do 64, but I'm like 65.
Okay, so 65 was his guess?
Yeah.
Mine's gonna be
Here we go.
64.
Is it Daryl Hall, right?
Yeah, not from Run DMC.
73.
77.
God, motherfuck.
Wow, he's old.
Ooh, ooh. Your kiss is on my list.
Because your kiss.
Everybody's favorite WAP singer, Cardi B.
Oh, God.
Tim Clino?
Who? Cardi B?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's you, and you're up, I think.
No. No, I'm not.
Can you sing WAP? Can you sing WAP for us?
I went, right? I went first.
Oh, so I'm next.
I whapped first.
I'm gonna say she's. Man, I don't know if she's even. Well, she's probably like 32.
I'm going to say 30.
31.
Fuck off.
Run's house.
Whose house?
Daryl's house.
It's not Daryl Hall. You guys are pulling my leg.
No, it didn't.
It is not Daryl Hall. It has a show, is it?
Yes.
John's house.
You guys
Whose
are
house?
You guys are liars. You guys are doing it. Are you serious?
Newly.
I don't know if you guys are messing with me.
Don't
He
call me
has some
Shirley.
sort of show, right? Daryl Hall. It's like Daryl's house or something.
Oh, maybe it
Run's
is.
house. He had.
He just brings in a bunch of musicians. They jam in his house. Like sometimes they go in the yard.
Run's house is Run DMC.
As Rev Run, and he used to do that show.
Yeah, yeah.
On
Live from Daryl's house.
Live from Daryl's house. Okay.
Whose house? Run's house.
Timmy! I say you guys are wrong.
I say.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we got newly separated Hugh Jackman,
Who is he separated from?
his wife.
His wife.
So do you think he's going to come out?
No.
Is she
She-
famous?
I don't think she was. What's she?
No, no. They've known each other since forever, and I just think they.
What was that movie I watched? My son Jackson told me I had. He's like, you have to watch this. One of the best movies made in the last 10
Greatest
years.
show on
Forrest
earth.
Hump.
Greatest show on earth.
No,
Forrest Hump.
No,
Geranal Park.
it was a weird.
What is wrong with you?
It was a weird like abduction movie.
Taken.
No,
That's Ted Lasso.
An abduction movie. Hide the sausage.
Hold
the
up,
sausage party.
Hold up, girls! I got a salami. I gotta hide.
Okay,
anyway, who's
Violet's
what are we
Claw.
doing here? What are we doing?
Hugh Jackman.
Is it
You're
my
up.
turn?
Yeah.
I
He's
believe
50.
so.
Hugh
He's
Jackman?
59.
He's 54.
He's 60.
55.
Damn.
Whose house?
Run's house.
Me now?
Who's up?
Me.
Kirk Cameron.
Ooh, I'm gonna say he's 52.
Hugh Jackman is 6'3".
Tim, Kirk Cameron.
What'd you guess?
What?
We're off the rails.
52.
55.
Uh-oh.
56.
Oh, I thought I was gonna fumble it there.
53 kids.
Oh, 53
man.
minutes. How tall is he when he stands in his Bible?
He couldn't jump. You're saying he couldn't jump over a Husher phone book?
Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
That's more of a Racine joke. Sorry.
So, speaking of Willie being old,
Oh wow.
How old is Willie?
he's so old
We're not doing the
that we
older,
had to stop at the way stations.
the older than Willie.
Doesn't even make sense.
That's Ed's show. That's Ed's.
That's
Oh yeah, he's not here. Okay, go ahead. Who's up?
Paul Simon.
You're up first. Tim.
Paul Simon.
80.
84.
Was he married to Carly Simon? Or was he?
No,
Sarah-
Edie Brickell.
Edie Brickell.
yeah,
Carly
that's
Simon.
right.
I was
Paul
gonna say
Simon.
Sarah McLaughlin, but no.
Edie Brickell.
All the same.
I bet she stinks.
Like patchouli.
I think she cleaned up a little.
Don't you think she stinks?
What I am
No.
is
She was
what
a-
I
she was a
am,
weird
and
hippie,
What
but-
you are is what.
No, like in a good way, like patchouli. Not in a, that's not good, but
She smells like Rob Makara.
You know who she? She sings. I don't know who he is, so I'm like. She sings with Steve Martin, his band. Steve Martin's
Grammy winning
the banjo. She sings with
banjo,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. What are
Banjo
the
player, Steve
Ramblers?
Martin.
Something like the
Yeah.
Ramblers.
the
or-
patchouli Martins.
Patchouli Martins. Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't there a Basuli Martin?
The Roxanne Martins.
They're called the Three Amigos. We are the Three Amigos.
Okay, so what are we on here? Paul Simon. What'd you
Paul
guess?
Simon.
I
Tim,
said
you-
80.
What'd you say?
I said 83.
I'm gonna say.
No, I said 84. I'm sorry, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
84.
I'm gonna say 80.
I said 80.
said
81. 81.
82.
Dang it.
What the fuck?
Wow. Is it 1 to 0?
Yes.
Yeah,
All
thanks.
right,
for
who's up?
reminding me.
Who's up?
What a dick.
I know.
It's 1 to 1, 0.
I got a lot of room in my bag. Just remember that.
Who's up?
I guess me.
Eric the
Yeah.
Dick.
Eric the Dick. Sammy Hagar.
Ooh, David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar. I like
Yep.
it. In the same fucking birthdays.
His
Because
birthday's
he's standing on top of the world.
Lucky Friday the
He
13th.
can't, I know he can't drive 55, but that's
I think
not
he's
his
like
age.
52.
No. Sammy Hagar's got to be 76.
We gotta go to a flea flicker. You're in trouble. Jesus. Almost got picked too, the flea flicker. What'd you say?
He said 76.
And it's right?
Yes.
Wow.
All right, we got Scott. You're up here. Marie Osmond.
I'm gonna say
I'm a little bit
she's
country.
72.
75.
77.
64.
Oh,
Oh, again, I feel bad for doing it to her. That's what I said. I thought she was younger.
The second time?
Okay, we got who's up? Eric?
Yeah.
No, Timmy.
Timmy. Borat.
Sasha
Baron
You say name, we
Cohen.
all giggle.
That's
like
not his real
girls.
name.
The Ali G Show.
Is he married to Sasha
Isla
Isla Fisher?
Isla, yeah. Yeah, she's
Sorry, I lost all
Ginger.
my train of thought
I
there.
wonder if the carpets match.
Oh, it does.
Oh, that's where Glenn is. He's dressed as a Raider guy.
Yeah. Did anybody watch the show he did where it was like a serious role?
Who, Glenn?
No, yeah.
Oh.
Sasha Baron Cohen, where he's a spy.
Is that Talladega Nights?
Yeah. He's really good in it.
Sasha Baron Cohen is 51.
I like the guess.
54.
52.
Motherfuck.
2-2. 0.
I guessed.
2-2. 0.
2-2. All right. This is the last one
That's
right
six-
here.
Tim will get
Oh,
this
this
one.
is worth 6 points.
Eric's first, too.
We're 6 points.
So Tim's in a good seat right now. He gets to get
And
two
somebody
guesses.
brought this up earlier today, a League of Their Own. Lori Petty.
Lori Petty.
No idea.
She was the blonde girl that
She was her
Tank
sister.
Girl. She was
Tank
in
Girl.
Tank Girl.
She was Kit, right?
She was Kit.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I know who she is.
she pitched in the.
She
And
was
how old is Gina Davis?
They weren't real sisters. So. Just like Daryl Hall and Daryl from
And
When
whose
You See It
house?
don't live together. You
Whose
idiot.
house?
I'm going to say she's 62.
Laura Petty. I'm gonna say she's 58. Because she might be younger than that.
I'm going to say 52.
Tim, I thought you were going to split it and say 60. And that's how old she is, 60.
Oh, she's 60?
So,
Oh, I thought she was like
How
young.
do we? How
so
do we have
2-2. 2-2. So I got to go for a tiebreaker.
We have a rap battle.
I'm out.
We have we know. We have a rap battle now.
Whose house?
I'll do Run DMC. You do Daryl Hall songs.
Man.
right.
Okay, one more closest to it without going over.
Without going over. His birthday's on October 14th. Usher.
You're up.
Ursher?
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
That was god awful all around. That was just terrible. Hey, you sound like Falcon Leghorn.
Yeah. I say yeah.
He's 44.
He's at 44.
Isn't he part over?
So close without going over?
Yep.
45. Oh, that's his age?
It's his age.
Oh, birthday
birthday boy.
Birthday boy wins. Imagine that.
Rigged. Rigged.
Oh shit. Okay, what else we got?
Hey, Pete Alonso wants to play for the Cubs.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
That's a rumor.
Yeah.
I have some beer left if you want it.
No, I got half a can here.
WNBA is expanding in 2025. So San Francisco's getting a team. Lakers going to own that one.
Kenosha's getting a team.
Yeah, Portland's rumored for the second team.
So next week I have so somebody went and figured out.
Not a good time.
Okay.
No, what is it?
They went back and they took everybody's records, 162 games for the NFL.
Really?
And they got them all figured out here. So next week we'll give you something to think about.
Okay.
Don't cheat.
No.
What?
Don't Google it.
What for next week?
The records. If they played 162 games in the NFL, which they have, and they went back and they figured them all out and what they'd be for a one game season for the MLB. So you have to figure out who the 162. So of the Patriots, Bills, and Dolphins.
My brain's about to explode.
Oh, what their records are forever.
Yes.
For like a baseball
games.
season.
Like
So,
a baseball season.
So basically the last 10 seasons.
yeah, something like
Yes,
that.
yes,
And
ballpark.
I've seen that one. I know it, and I kind of know who the teams are that lead each division.
Okay.
So I won't play. I've
Well,
seen
I
it.
can ask you right now then.
I've seen them.
49ers.
No, actually, that division was the
No.
Seahawks.
Nope. Yes, you are. You're correct.
And the Packers are the
Yeah, that's an obvious.
by only 10 games over the Vikings only.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Was surprising to me. I was like, damn, that's closer than I thought
All
it
right,
would be.
forget it. Everybody can look at it. I got one other thing here. All right. 6 teams in the NFL with orange in their logo.
Broncos.
The Bears, I guess.
Bears.
Bengals.
Bengals.
The Bungles.
Buccaneers.
The Browns.
Buccaneers.
I said, I just said, yeah.
Browns.
Yep.
All right.
So one more.
Pew pew. Steelers.
No, you said
That's
Browns, Bengals, Broncos, Bucks, Bears, and Dolphins. The one that nobody
We didn't say Dolphins.
Dolphins. Okay.
Dolphins is the good one because that's sneaky one.
Well, actually, the sneaky one is the Bucks.
Oh, the Buccaneers.
I
Yeah.
think of the,
It's
yeah,
because they don't-
They're not really orange anymore, though.
But no, but they do have
Throwback. Yeah.
They do have a little bit of orange in there. So
The Dolphins are the toughest one actually, because they wear the orange stripe only, and the orange they wear the all orange. But the old days, just the orange was in the helmet around the dolphin, like a flame, like a ring of fire.
Right.
God, the Seahawks. I mean, dominating. Like the 49ers, not even close. They're third.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that for Aaron
80
Rodgers therapy?
That's not a whale.
are you guys interested in doing age difference in celebrities with their wife?
No.
Over under?
Yeah, I
No,
like,
yeah,
that.
let's
I like
do it.
that. I like
Yeah.
that.
We're not
you
interested
gotta
in
figure
it, but
out
we'll
you got
do
it
it.
now.
I got it now, but I'll save it for next week.
Okay,
All right.
save it for next week. That'll be good for next week. Okay. Next week might be a garage show, maybe.
Any-
with wireless mics.
Oh, really? That's
Because the
fine.
basement might be moved.
And a fire.
Might be on fire.
No, have a fire.
We'll figure it out.
Get some weenies.
Oh, maybe it's maybe a little Indian summer. You can sit out back. Maybe
Yeah.
you never know. Get lucky.
But it's not.
You think we'll get lucky that night?
No.
What is happening? Where's Willie going? Oh, I know where he's going.
Okay, he'll be right back.
Do we have any more topics?
I don't know. Do you have anything else, Tim, on your note page?
I don't have anything. I have one thing, but
Go
I
ahead.
can't pull it. I can't pull it up, so I can't ask the question. Motherfuckers.
How about you, Eric?
I don't have anything else really. I mean, what's on the horizon? Basketball season's still a couple weeks away. Hockey starting.
Yep. Playoffs by next week. We'll be in our championship series.
Yeah, I can't wait
for both. The NFL will be another week older.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
My fantasy team will still be in the crapper. Both of them.
Yeah, I don't know anything else. I don't know if Willie's anything else before we get out. Well, we can do closing thoughts real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Eric, Willie can do his after. Eric, closing thoughts.
My closing thoughts are
I'm worried about.
Willie just brought some I think my closing thoughts are I can't wait for Willie to present you with your birthday present. So, yeah.
Looks like nuts on a stick.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Your favorite.
Sweaty balls.
It doesn't look big enough for you, though, Scott.
It's just to stretch it out.
Woo!
Woo!
All these things we're gonna do now, I'm like,
yeah, it's a lot going on. What was your? I'm sorry. What, you just want to see my banana?
Yeah, I want to see your banana.
Figures.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Are there nuts surrounding it?
He's always complaining.
Where'd you buy these?
I made them.
Wow.
Pass.
You wanted to ask how I got the chocolate sauce on them?
What was Neo doing when you made these?
Was the FDA around at all?
It was done with rubber gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, those nuts look fabulous.
So he's always said he always wanted to.
I should be taking a picture of that.
Get it quick. Hold on, let's get that. Oh boy. Okay.
All right, Scott, you could stop now. You could stop deep throating that banana.
I'm just getting started.
I see that.
I was wondering why there's 8 here.
I'm so jealous of Ed. So jealous of Ed now.
Whack, 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 whack.
Hey, if you hear some tire squealing, it's Ed's peeling out to come over here and have one.
I'm here.
I smell bananas.
Is Ed's Christmas present is still there too?
Actually, he bought it for us.
If you want seconds,
He bought it so he could eat it.
I know
Yeah,
he's the only one that's ever bitten into that thing.
Wasn't his first one though. I have a funny feeling.
God, I'm just loading up on the sugar. Might as well open the Blantons.
Might as well.
Very yummy.
All right.
My final thoughts: how topsy turvy this NFL season is. Like every week, everyone's got a shot except for Patriots
Or anybody that plays against the 49ers.
Right. That's my final thought.
I agree.
My closing thought is how am I going to destroy this thing?
I say I don't want to take that. Okay. My closing thoughts are you guys are perverts. Notice I say you guys, not me.
This is nutted for my pleasure.
That's a lot of nuts.
Definitely didn't miss Ed this week.
No, we did miss him, but we didn't miss his banter. We were taking over for it. So, yeah, we are the best Benchwarmers. Glad to be back. We'll be back next week.
Hopefully.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the FCC reacts to this podcast. But, yeah, for Eric, Tim, Willie, and myself, Scott, everybody have a great week. And that's all I can say. Take care, everybody.
I hate goodbyes.
Sorry, folks, park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome.
Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
I'd give him more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.